Zach Babb at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. As we get set in about an hour for the SERVPRO First Responder Bowl. This formerly known as the Heart of Dallas Bowl, formerly played at the Cotton Bowl. They moved it a few years ago to Ford Stadium here at SMU. And in fact, Hank, SMU is the only school the Mean Green have played more than they have played Texas State. But this is the first meeting in 30 years between the Mean Green and the Bobcats.
It's hard for me to believe in my whole time at North Texas, this is the first time I'll ever call a game between North Texas and Texas State. And while UNT had changed names by the end of that Southland Conference run, it's the first time that it'll be North Texas and Texas State, not Southwest Texas State.
This is the 7th bowl in the last 9 years for the Mean Green, and they're trying to end a 6-game losing streak. The last win in what this bowl was back in 2013, Heart of Dallas, 36-14 over UNLV in the Cotton Bowl. Third bowl win against 11 losses, and the Mean Green hoping to get number 4 today.
Well, you know, you've had a lot of time, more time than most bowl teams, to get ready for this, coming off that win against Temple, and you need it because the rosters have changed, Dave, since you last called a Mean Green game.
This is the 40th all-time meeting with the Bobcats. The Mean Green have dominated the series 29-7 with 3 ties. Again, the first meeting since 1994, 27-14 win, third in a row for the Mean Green. The last Bobcat win, 1991, 38-6 at Fouts Field. So today will be the first meeting between these two at the FBS level. The Mean Green started the season 5-1, then lost 5 straight. Had to win the finale in Philadelphia against Temple to qualify for the postseason, and that they did. They finished 3-5 in year 2 in the AAC. Texas State in the Sun Belt finished 5-3. That was good for a tie for second in the West Division. 7-5 overall. Both these head coaches in their second year, both look at Incarnate Word as their first head coaching job, and look where it has led them today.
Yeah, both very offensive-minded coaches, and Eric Morris, when he left Incarnate Word, was replaced by G.J. Kinney. Kinney has just had a marvelous career, starting as an excellent high school quarterback, 3-year starter at Tulsa. He knows how to engineer an offense. This is two very similar guys wanting to do very similar things on the offensive side of the ball.
In 2022, G.J. Kinney's only season at Incarnate Word, they made the National FCS semifinals. Last year, hired by Texas State, they had a record 8-win season, most ever in their FBS era, and won this game over Rice, 45-21 in the First Responder Bowl right here at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. They're very comfortable here, obviously.
Yeah, and they're going to travel well, Dave. This is a home run ball for Texas State. They look at their history, and they know that you don't get many opportunities against a team out of the American Athletic and an in-state rival.
So here's the contrast today. Well, there's two, actually. The Texas State 7-5 record built with a solid wall up front blocking for Jordan McLeod, their senior quarterback. They started the same 5 offensive linemen all season long. That will change today. But Jordan McLeod, the transfer from James Madison, ready to start his final year, and he is 4th nationally with 29 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, Chandler Morris is now a Virginia Cavalier. After 3,774 passing yards, 31 touchdowns, 314 yards per game. He was the Mean Green's 3rd leading rusher, scored 4 touchdowns with his legs, 242 yards. And today, Drew Mestemaker will get his start, his first start at quarterback since the 9th grade. A walk-on, a preferred walk-on from Austin Vandergrift, where he was behind 2 D1 recruits. Braden Buchanan 2 years ago, now playing catcher for the Baylor baseball team, and last year, Louisville quarterback recruit Deuce Adams. So, Messmaker at 6'4", 210, a good enough athlete. They plugged him in at safety and punter, and today he will throw at some point his 6th pass of the season. The good news is he's an 80% completion rate. The bad news is he's 4 for 5.
Well, he had his significant playing time came in mop-up duty in the loss to Texas Tech. But, you know, Dave, before the game, I went down and talked to Patrick Cobbs a little bit, the running back coach, and he's very high on Mestemaker. He said, you know, he's a guy that just has continually been a backup behind really good competition. That doesn't diminish his ability. He said he's big, he can run it, he can throw it, but the biggest attribute, he said, he's smart, and he's had a whole month to get ready for this game as the number 1 guy in practice.
You'll hear Eric Morris second that. He says he's a guy who at 6'4", 210, squats 500 pounds, is clocked at 21 miles per hour. Now, Chandler Morris is pretty fast. I don't know if he was ever clocked at 21.
I think Chandler ran for his life to try to stay away from injury, which he did this year. But, yeah, Mestemaker's a neat story, and hopefully he's a kid who's ready for the moment rather than, worried about the moment.
Texas State's big loss in the transfer portal, their leading rusher, Ismail Mahdi, who, based on his 5.4 yard per carry average, would have cracked 1,000 yards on his second carry today. But he is gone, his 83 yards per game gone. So they will move up Lincoln Perry to start at running back. And their only change in their offensive line all season long will be today. Alex Harley started all 12 games at right tackle. He will give way, having entered the portal, to Trenton Scott. So G.J. Kinney is going to have more of the team that he had in the regular season than Eric Morris will today, because not only is Chandler Morris out, D.T. Sheffield, leading receiver, dangerous return man, is now a Rutgers Scarlet Knight.
Yeah, I mean, this portal business during the bowl has been fascinating. I think the one advantage that North Texas has is they've had 35 days between games, so they were able to pivot and say, okay, we got new starters, let's really work with them. Maybe that extra time can be a bit of a balance, but certainly Texas State has more of their normal arsenal at their bay today.
So crowd starting to find their seats here about an hour before kickoff at Gerald J. Ford Stadium on a perfect day, 60 degrees, cloudless, barely any wind. This should be a show. The Mean Green and Texas State playing for the first time in 30 years, and we're just underway on the Bill Leonard Ford pregame show. When we come back, you'll hear from Zach Babb at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. This is Mean Green Football from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hey, Mean Green fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to North Texas football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the North Texas Mean Green. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, don't mess with Texas, means we gotta step up, walk the walk, do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all the roads we travel, and all of our traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
There are 3 words that fuel excitement at Bill Utter Ford. Ford Truck Month. At Bill Utter Ford, we have trucks that are especially priced to move off our lot and right to your front door. Why wait? The time is now to keep on trucking in a new truck that's tough enough and smart enough to keep you moving and grooving. Let us save you thousands off all the inventory we have in stock. Stop by and visit us or shop with us online at BillUtterFord.com. A Denton County tradition for over 67 years.
You know, nobody really likes to talk about insurance. Hi, I'm James King. Well, nobody except perhaps Brother Jeff.
And you know, James, everybody likes to talk about business insurance, especially at a good price.
Well, then they're in luck. At Ramey King Insurance, we have over 80 insurance carriers to choose from. Not just one, but 80.
And that means a good price on your business insurance. I'd be glad to talk with you about it.
And so would I. Call us today at Ramey King Insurance, 800-453-9691, or visit our website at rameyking.com.
Welcome back into the Bill Utterford pregame show. The 2025 SERVPRO First Responder Bowl gets underway at the top of the 3 o'clock hour. Zach Babb with you here in the meantime, back at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. Before we go any further, we're going to run through a quick recap of bowl season and the college football playoff to this point. It's all brought to you by Ramey King Insurance. We'll start off with the early bowls, and we had some good ones, starting with games from December 17th through December 20th, and there's a lot of these to get through. South Alabama defeated Western Michigan 30-23 in the Salute to Veterans Bowl. Number 25 Memphis took down West Virginia in a tight battle in the Frisco Bowl by a 42-37 margin. Number 24 UNLV emerged victorious over Cal 24-13 in the LA Bowl. You also had a 27-17 win for James Madison over Western Kentucky in the Boca Raton Bowl. Sam Houston defeated Georgia Southern 31-6 in the New Orleans Bowl. The Cure Bowl featured a dogfight between Ohio and Jacksonville State that ended in a 30-27 Bobcats win. And then Florida rolled over Tulane by a 33-8 margin in the Gasparilla Bowl. Then we had a 3-day break until the 23rd of December. On that day, UTSA blew the doors off of Coastal Carolina 44-15 in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. And then it took 2 overtimes, but Northern Illinois squeezed by Fresno State 28-20 in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. And on Christmas Eve, it was a marathon in the Hawaii Bowl. South Florida defeated San Jose State 41-39 in quintuple OT in that matchup. After the Christmas break, we land on the bowl games from the 26th through the 28th. In 6 overtimes, Toledo took down Pittsburgh 48-46 in the Game Above Sports Bowl. Kansas State defeated Rutgers 44-41 in the Rate Bowl. Arkansas State emerged victorious in the 68 Ventures Bowl, 38-31 over Bowling Green. Number 21 Syracuse routed Washington State 52-35 in the Holiday Bowl. Navy eked out a 21-20 win over Oklahoma in the Armed Forces Bowl. Vanderbilt capped off a thrilling season for them with a 35-27 win over Georgia Tech in the Birmingham Bowl. Arkansas defeated former Southwest Conference rival Texas Tech 39-26 in the Liberty Bowl. USC escaped Texas A&M by a 35-31 margin in the Las Vegas Bowl. Number 18 Iowa State hung on to defeat number 13 Miami 42-41 in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Number 17 BYU trounced number 23 Colorado 36-14 in the Alamo Bowl and the Independence Bowl. Number 22 Army.
Since their days at Incarnate Word moves on, but again, the flip side
in the Fenway Bowl. Nebraska took down Boston College 20-15 in the Bronx at the Pinstripe Bowl. TCU demolished Louisiana 34-3 in the New Mexico Bowl. Miami of Ohio had no issues in the Arizona Bowl, defeating Colorado State 43-17. And then East Carolina took down North Carolina State 26-21 in the Military Bowl. After one day off, bowling resumed on the 30th as number 19 Missouri defeated Iowa 27-24 in the Music City Bowl. On New Year's Eve, Michigan upset number 11 Alabama 19-13 in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Number 20 Illinois won a 21-17 battle over number 15 South Carolina in the Citrus Bowl. Louisville squeaked by Washington 35-34 in the Sun Bowl, and then LSU trounced Baylor 44-31 in the Texas Bowl. And fast forward past the new year and to yesterday, January 2nd, with number 14 Ole Miss destroying Duke 52-20 in the Gator Bowl. After today's First Responder Bowl, there's just 2 non-playoff bowls left. Later tonight at 6:30, Minnesota faces Virginia Tech in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. The winner there gets an entire Gatorade bucket of mayonnaise dumped on them. And then tomorrow at 10 a.m., Buffalo takes on Liberty in the Bahamas Bowl. As far as the playoff games go, in the first round, Texas defeated Clemson 38-24. Ohio State routed Tennessee 42-17. Penn State handled SMU 38-10. And Notre Dame prevailed over Indiana 27-17. In the quarterfinal bowl games, Texas took down Arizona State 39-31 in double overtime in the Peach Bowl. In the Rose Bowl, Ohio State ousted Oregon 41-21. Penn State defeated Boise State 31-14 in the Fiesta Bowl. And Notre Dame took down Georgia 23-10 in the Sugar Bowl. That sets up the quarterfinal games. On January 9th at 6:30, Penn State faces Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl, while on January 10th at the same time, Texas plays Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. The winner of those 2 contests will face each other in the 2025 National Championship game on January 20th at 6:30 from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Coming up, I visit with the head coach of Texas State, G.J. Kinney. That's coming up next on the Bill Utterford pregame show, leading up to the 2025 SERVPRO First Responder Bowl. This is Mean Green Football from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Want to win a trip to Memphis? Visit meangreensports.com/contest and register for your chance to fly to Memphis with the Mean Green football team on October 19th. One lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip flight on the team plane, hotel accommodations, game tickets to see North Texas take on Memphis at Simon Bank Liberty Stadium, and Mean Green apparel. Register today at meangreensports.com/contest. This exclusive opportunity is brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partners of Mean Green Athletics.
Texas' tastiest barbecue resides right here in Denton. It's a Mean Green staple, Metzler's Pit Barbecue. Owner Roy Metzler has supported North Texas athletics his whole life and continues to be one of our favorite alumni. And in addition to his great pit barbecue, Metzler's offers the largest selection of beer and wine in the area. Metzler's Barbecue can be found on the north side of 1115 East University Drive. Metzler's Barbecue, Mean Green Radio Network approved and recommended. These preferred local partners in the auto service industry have chosen to support the UNT Auto Team. Consider them for all of your auto service needs. Quick Car Oil Change, Auto Care of Denton, and Advantage Hail Repair. Thank you to our service industry partners for supporting the UNT Auto Team. Go Mean Green.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability in the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We welcome you once again back into the Bill Utterford pregame show for the 2025 SERVPRO First Responder Bowl as North Texas takes on Texas State from Ford Stadium in Dallas. Zach Babb back here with you at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. As we continue along, it's time for a deep look at the opposition. This is brought to you by the Denton Record Chronicle. Everyone has been dealing with the transfer portal and its effects on bowl games, with players leaving schools before the postseason even begins. North Texas and Texas State were no different. In addition, Bobcats head coach G.J. Kinney also had to deal with the loss of his offensive coordinator Mac Leftwich to another program. Leftwich opted to take the OC job at Texas Tech at the conclusion of the regular season. Kinney talked about what he will miss the most about his now former offensive coordinator.
To be honest with you, it's kind of like, when you break up with a girl or something, like, the first couple of days, you're still like texting her and like, hey, how do we do this? Or, what do you think about this recruit? And I'm calling when I'm driving home, because Coach Leftwich is someone that for the past 3 years I've talked to probably every day. Like, there hasn't been one day, Christmas, whatever, that we haven't talked on the phone, just because you got recruiting and you got game plan and just everything, life and all that. And so he's kind of been that person for me for the past 3 years. So that's been the hardest part for me, is like, not necessarily the football and all that. Obviously we're going to miss him when it comes to that, but just the friendship.
But the changing of the leader of the offensive guard wasn't the only adjustment Texas State had to make. The aforementioned transfer portal, along with the usual postseason opt-outs, also changes how his team prepared for today's bowl game.
Different and difficult, because it's not just the starters, but you got some of the depth pieces, right? A lot of your walk-ons and a lot of guys that are looking for, maybe to get on scholarship somewhere or to, just play somewhere. And so I think we're down quite a few bodies, so we had some coaches out there doing some scout team stuff, and then we just did a little bit more good on good. But that's part of it. Everyone's dealing with it across the country. You just got to make the most of it. The way the calendar is right now and the way that everything's set up, just is what it is. And that's kind of always the way I've looked at it, is unless they let me change it, I just do what they tell me to do.
North Texas wasn't immune to any portal losses either. One of the most notable was starting quarterback Chandler Morris. However, Kenny has a great deal of respect for any offense trotted out under the banner of North Texas head coach Eric Morris, and says his team is going to have to be prepared no matter who is under center for the Mean Green.
Coach Eric Morris over there is one of the best, if not the best, offensive minds in the country, and he's going to have those guys ready to go. So that's the last thing we're going to do is overlook North Texas offense. You just look at it doesn't matter who's back there playing quarterback. The guy's going to put up numbers whoever's back there. So
as far as the bowl itself is concerned, this is just the second appearance ever for Texas State, who have spent the majority of their football existence outside of the FBS ranks. All of that even considered, it's just the second time the Bobcats have made a postseason appearance in consecutive years at any level after they played in the First Responder Bowl last year. You have to go back to 3 straight appearances in the Division II playoffs from 1981 to 1983 for the last time Texas State has been in the postseason in football.
Texas State Bobcat football today.
His last 2 years, but what I'd say about that is the price of winning is going up. And if we want to continue to win, if we want to sniff 6 wins next year, if we want to sniff a conference championship, we need a lot more support than we're getting right now. It is what it is. You've seen what we've lost in the portal. And if we want to get anybody good in the portal, we're going to need a lot more money. And that's just plain and simple. Now, we can go out there and we'll evaluate with the best of them, and we'll get some hidden gems like we've always have. But that's the name of the game right now. People don't care about scheme, care about university. They don't care about relationships. All about the money right now. So,
as far as the opportunity to play an in-state team in the postseason, Kenny says it's hugely important to continue the fight against fellow Texas schools.
Yeah, I think just kind of like last year, that momentum that you felt after, you're able to win that one versus Rice and playing an in-state opponent and beating Baylor last year and beating UTSA this year, just, create some momentum, especially going into the offseason and recruiting. And this will be a big one for us. Bowl games are only fun when you win them. When you win the bowl games, it's fun. When you lose, it's not a lot of fun.
That's a look at Texas State from the perspective of head coach G.J. Kinney. It's brought to you by the Denton Record Chronicle. Coming up, it's our American National Bank and Trust Roundtable with myself, Hank Dickinson, and Nathan Toone. This is Mean Green Football from Learfield.
Hey, Mean Green fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to North Texas football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the North Texas Mean Green. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Mean Green fans, support the 2024 UNT Home Team Partners for your home service needs. Green Eagle Roofing and Construction, owned and operated by UNT Hall of Fame linebacker Lance White. Adams Exterminating, celebrating 65 years of service in Denton County. And SERVPRO Painters, Denton's most trusted painters. We encourage all of our fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today.
Raising Cane's has been feeding hungry fans since 1996. This football season, Cane's is serving up their delicious cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, fresh coleslaw, buttery Texas toast, and tangy Cane's sauce. And it's all available to order pregame at RaisingCanes.com or on their mobile app. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of UNT Athletics.
I'll be honest, I love clearance sales for the great prices, but what I really love is the thrill of the hunt. And right now at Kohl's Ultimate Clearance Event, there are so many hidden gems waiting to be discovered. I just went and saved 70% on cute dresses, cozy sweaters, pajamas for my whole family, and that was just the start. So if you also enjoy seeking out big savings, get to Kohl's, where the hunt is on. Select styles, offers end January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer in every vehicle as part of our family. Our full-service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
North Texas teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of North Texas Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team, the Mean Green Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Mean Green.
A beautiful day for football in Dallas. Welcome to the 15th annual SERVPRO First Responder Bowl. And today it's North Texas taking on Texas State. Time now for our American National Bank and Trust Roundtable. We welcome back in Zach Babb at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk and Nathan Toon, our sideline reporter. Zach, I think the first thing to kind of accentuate, and Dave touched on it early, but these two coaches eerily familiar in terms of how they look at football and how they got to this point. What can you tell us about the G.J. Kinney, Eric Morris symmetry?
Yeah, so it's eerily similar, kind of the paths they have taken, though there are some key differences. It goes all the way back. They're both Texas kids. Morris grew up in West Texas, but Kinney grew up in East Texas. Morris, obviously a wide receiver. Kinney was a quarterback, so they're both offensive guys. They both started at Big 12 schools in college. Morris obviously spent his whole career at Texas Tech. Kinney was originally at Texas before he transferred up to Tulsa to finish his career. They're both still relatively young in the coaching sphere. Morris is 39 years old. Kinney is 36. And then this is where it gets really weird. Both were head coaches at Incarnate Word. Morris won a Southland title with the Cardinals there in 2018 and 2021. After 2021, he takes the OC gig at Washington State. He gets replaced by G.J. Kinney, who ends up winning another Southland title with Incarnate Word in 2023. Then he takes the Texas State head job in 2023. Same year, Eric Morris gets hired by North Texas.
So, two guys that look at the world through the offensive prism, and they're both going to try to get things done today, even with all the changes in the lineups on either side of the ball. Earlier, I got down on the sideline and had a chance to catch up with a guy who knows about winning a bowl game in Dallas, Derek Thompson, MVP of the last bowl game the Mean Green won, the Heart of Dallas Bowl, played at the Cotton Bowl. And I asked him, you got a freshman quarterback starting. What would your advice be to him?
What's your advice to a guy making his first start since high school?
If I was to talk to him, I just tell him to be himself. You know what you're good at. You know what you believe in and what you're confident in. Just be the best version of yourself. You don't have to be anybody else today. Get the ball to your playmakers and have fun with it.
The value is he has been the guy for almost a month now in terms of practice.
Yeah, and that's you get in every rep of practice. You build camaraderie with those guys, and you work the things that you're going to work in this game. And so it's about being confident, trusting your eyes, trusting your read, trusting your guys out there, and go out and just play and have fun and enjoy it.
In the end, any tips on how to hoist the trophy?
Yeah, do some push-ups before because it's going to be pretty heavy. And make sure you're going above the head. Don't lift it too high. You may strain a shoulder.
That's good advice. Hope we get to that point today, hoisting that trophy. The Mean Green have not done that since Derek was the MVP. And now let's turn to our MVP down on the sidelines, Nathan Toon. So you know a lot of what is probably going through the heart and the head of Drew Mestemaker, but you like this kid. You actually feel like he reminds you of yourself.
That's right, Hank. It wasn't just this week that I came up with this, but I've noticed, since his time here, we've got a similar build, kind of a similar backstory as far as not getting to play that much. Similar skill set as far as intelligence, a nice spiral, And then, again, like I said, we both kind of had a similar story about not playing as much as we'd like to. So I'm really excited to watch him play today, see what he's made of. He came in here and beat out Cash McCollum in fall camp, who the coaches were really high on as well. So for a walk-on kid to come do that as a true freshman, that speaks volume about what they think his future could hold.
Is the biggest challenge for him today to not try to be Chandler Morris, but just be Drew Mestemaker and find your own guys rather than trying to emulate everything that Chandler was capable of?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Early in the game, he's going to want to get off to a fast start, be efficient, and try to calm the nerves and make sure you're not trying to do too much. Just let the offense kind of come to you. Get into the flow of the game and make sure your teammates see you and believe in you.
All right, we're going to let you get down to the sidelines and monitor that all day because it is a big storyline. Thanks as always to Nathan Toon and Zach Babb. This has been our American National Bank and Trust Scouting Report, counting you down to kickoff. So stay with us. We're back to Gerald J. Ford Stadium after these messages on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today. You smell that smoke? That's Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue reeling you in. It's tailgating season, so let Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue do all your smoking for you. Don't forget about Rudy's mouth-watering slow-smoked prime rib. Be up early? Swing by Rudy's starting at 7 a.m. to cure your breakfast taco craving. Having a party? Rudy's caters all over the Metroplex. Stop by one of the 6 DFW locations today and experience the experience. Real Texas Barbecue, slow smoked with oak on our 100% wood-fired smokers. Rudy's is Real Texas Barbecue.
Are you looking to make a bold statement in your business? Let Mellow Science DFW's leading experts in science, service, and brand development partner with you for the next stage of growth, serving local, regional, and national clients. Mellow's dedicated and experienced staff will guide you from the first sketch to nationwide installation. Bring your ideas and let Mellow Science make them a reality. Proud sponsors of UNT Mean Green Athletics. Call Mellow Science at 214-214. Sign for a free estimate. Call 682-312-5338.
You probably only think about
Bobcats are loaded at the in the wide receiver room.
Jordan Polk defensively, boy, what a year he's had. And again, another one of those tremendous portal finds. Fifth-year senior, a transfer out of Texas A&M Commerce. That's where he started his career after a career at Arlington Lamar High School. 60 tackles. He leads this team. He does a little bit of everything. Tackles, plays run defense, covers, can get in the backfield and the sack. He's really been the heart and soul of this defense this year.
That star position is a really unique position. You got to be a unique athletic type of defender because it's a hybrid position. You're asked to be a linebacker, hitting at fullback, a 240-pound fullback in the C gap, and then you're asked to cover a slot receiver on a post route. I mean, you got to be that kind of athletic, and Polk is, and he's been all over the place making plays this year.
I think one of the guys I'm most happy for and getting a chance to get him and play today, Torrey Spears. Obviously missed the season last year, his 8th game back, 22 tackles out of that safety spot. A guy who went through the highs and lows of the knee injury and the recovery period and the questions within your own head. Do I keep doing this? Is it worth it? And here he is, a chance to be back on the same field where he missed out on that first bowl opportunity a year ago. I expect a big day out of him.
I really do too. And you know what? Out of all the guys you want to root for, Torrey Spears is one of those guys, a 5th-year senior. And, yeah, Clint, like you said, being the highs and lows of being one of the star safeties in the Sun Belt Conference, and then blew his knee out and wasn't able to play at all last year. Yeah. Now he gets to play in the bowl game. I expect him to play well.
Other areas to note, we've talked a lot about offense. On paper, at least, the Cats have a pretty significant edge defensively. The 48th ranked total defense, the 46th ranked pass defense. North Texas, this is where they have struggled. 120 in FBS out of 134?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's you're close to the bottom.
Yeah, 127 in total defense, 115 in rush defense, 121 in pass defense. On paper, yeah, It's add it all up, and it's really not good. Obviously, the game's not played on paper. Somebody famous we know has said that in the last 24 hours. Good friend of ours. We'll see over the course of the next 4 hours, but, I mean, if you want to start with a spot where the Cats have an advantage, that's it right there, is the play of the defense this year.
Well, they fired their defensive coordinator about 4 weeks, the fourth to the last game of the season, and Brian Odom came in as an interim defensive coordinator, linebacker coach, and by the way, he's had that role as well at OU and USC,
right.
A big program, so he knows what he's doing, and the defense actually played better towards the end of the season as well, changed a few things up, and then Eric Morris goes out and hires 4 new defensive coaches. By the way, 3 out of the 4 are all in the front 7, so that's where they're wanting to really make the improvements in the D-line, D-end, linebacker level. Defensive back coach was also hired, but that's where it starts up front.
You and I were talking just this morning on my drive up here, and, I said to you then, if I've said it 10 times, once I've said it 10 times, elite-level programs play defense. That's what wins your game. You score your points, you must score more than the other team. Yeah, I get that. But somewhere you got to stop them. It's that elite level of defense that wins championships for teams.
And I agree 100% with that. Defense is going to win you, and definitely when we get into November and December and bowl season time. Just to recap again, those 4 coaches that Morris hired, they all came from Sam Houston. And Sam Houston gave us fits earlier in this season. So I don't know if they're going to bring us a little bit of their knowledge of how we beat Texas State earlier in the season
right.
to the table here today. We'll have to wait and see.
We are counting down to kickoff here in Dallas, Gerald J. Ford Stadium, First Responder Bowl, Texas State and North Texas. We'll step aside on the Bobcats pregame show. When we come back, we'll visit with G.J. Kinney. We'll get into that next on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there. Texas Ranger Whiskey. Texas Ranger Whiskey is a blended whiskey made in the Texas Hill Country. It has hints of vanilla, caramel, nuts. Average age is 6 years on the blends. Texas Ranger Whiskey has a smooth finish and legendary taste. Try out new flavors: peach, peanut butter cup, and coconut pecan. Texas Ranger Whiskey, shot from the hip.
At Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos, we are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Hey there, Texas State fans. Dan Christensen here, founder of DJC Law. We at DJC Law are proud to be the exclusive personal injury law firm partner of Texas State Athletics. And just like the Bobcats on the field, our entire team fights hard for every yard and every client. If you're injured in an accident, experience the winning combination of our team's experience and results. Call us 24/7 at 512-888-9999. That's 512-888-9999. And get your justice. TeamJustice.com. Eat 'em up, Cats.
When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the Varsity Network app. It's available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. Gerald J. Ford Stadium, the site First Responder Bowl, the event, Texas State, North Texas, the teams. I'm Clint Shields alongside Jeff Gandy. Glad to have you with us. Corey Humston-Costas, our spotter today. Max Humston-Costas, our onside coordinator. As always,
we hired him just for this game, right?
Award-winning Texas State Sports Network crew. Had a chance to sit down and visit with G.J. Kinney earlier this week, and obviously we talked about this day today, what it means to the university, to the football program, athletes in it, athletes coming into it. We talked transfer portal, talked a wide variety of things. We started by looking back more than a month to the close of the season, the win at South Alabama. The Cats went in 6-5. Really needing a win to go to 7-5, kind of, I guess, polish up that bowl resume a little bit. At the time, there were quite a few teams that had a chance to finish the year 6-6, more so than you had bowl slots. And I remember we were at dinner that night talking with Kelly Danfus and Don Coryell, and they talked about, man, we'd really like to be 7-5 and not in that 6-6, bucket with all these other teams and ultimately get left out if somebody decides to pick another team, right? Cats went out and got it done. And we started there and talking with GJ and just looking back at that South Alabama win. The Cats were down at halftime and came back in the second half to win it, and what that meant to close the season in that way.
Yeah, it really was. It was a lot of fun. I think, really probably us as coaches and players, we didn't get too much into the bowl slots, and I know that was something for us. It was just going out there and having an opportunity to put our best foot forward and go out there and finish the regular season the right way. I thought obviously there were some ups and downs and some adversity, but the way we finished the game and the way we played to end it, man, I was very pleased with the effort and the energy and really the execution later in the game, and it was one of the more enjoyable games this year for sure.
In the time elapsed since, obviously the transfer portal window has opened. This is not a problem or a situation that's unique to Texas State. Obviously, it's widespread across the landscape of college football, and you've been open in some of your comments with the media on what it takes now to compete. You've been through this as a player, not the transfer portal part, but just playing college football and the landscape of college football, and you've seen it change right in front of your eyes as a former player. Now as a coach, how different is it than it was when you were a player, and is that even changing on almost a daily basis right now?
Yeah, it's definitely different, and it's changed every year since I've been really in college football. I remember when I was out in Hawaii, it was like you might add one guy, to your roster from the portal, and you go to UCF and you add a couple more, and then Incarnate Word, we were able to add a couple more. Then obviously I get to Texas State, and really, us and Colorado were the two teams that really were kind of out in front of it and really did it that way. And now that's kind of the norm now in college football. And I used to be fun, I'm not talking about college football, I'm talking about the portal and, hey, maybe you add a couple guys here to really, now it's really not, you're trying to hold on to your guys and you're trying to raise money and you're trying to, unlimited visits. So since it's open, we've had somebody on campus every day and just a bunch of dinners and recruiting and you're trying to get ready for a bowl game, and so it's still exciting because you're adding new pieces and all that. But I guess for me the relationships and the bond that you form with your players and all that, just it's really not what it used to be, just because of the transfer portal and guys can leave and so that part's not as enjoyable for me. It's turning into more of a business and that's part of it. But we still have a bunch of really really good players and a bunch of really good guys that want to be here and just for example, coming out here and playing in this bowl game. There's a lot of guys that could have opted out or went to the portal, and they're staying here with us.
Yeah, and kind of touching on that, frustrating for you as a coach, obviously. I think in the early signing period, a few weeks back, you signed like 17 high school players, then the portal opens, and you've got guys leaving. You and I have talked about this multiple times over the past couple of years. I know, based on what you've said, you want what's best for your guys, and if they feel like that opportunity is elsewhere, then you want them to be free to go and explore that. At the same time, you signed the high school, the signings that you had to build depth and underneath it. We talked about it. At the same time, is there some thinking as a coaching staff, we've got the portal window coming up. We've got to be we've got to be ready to move in that direction, as also to fill holes of experience that we feel like might be leaving.
Yeah, for sure. I think every school and every place is different in how you're going to build your roster. I think for us at Texas State, because of the NIL landscape, you better be able to go sign some high school kids and build that depth and be ready to go, just because guys are it just costs too much money to bring guys in, and you're going to end up in a situation where you're trying to sign too many people at too many spots, key spots, and you're not going to be able to sign quality guys. So signing those high school kids and being able to build depth that way for us at Texas State, I think is the right thing to do. Now, if you're somewhere else and you can do it in other ways, then that's one thing. But for us, I think that's going to be the smart play moving forward.
Visit with GJ Kenny prior to kickoff with North Texas. Before we get specifically into the Mean Green, the bowl trip, bowl experience for you, your staff, your team, second straight year to be in the postseason. It's the second straight year in the First Responder Bowl, but maybe compare and contrast year one to year two. What's the experience been in Dallas for your bunch this week?
I think we've been here before. Obviously, we love Dallas. We're familiar with some of the events, and I think practicing at the Cotton Bowl has been something that's been really enjoyable to me. I think that's really fun for the guys, and just the history and something new. I think a change of scenery sometimes is refreshing, and so that's been great for the guys, and obviously the events have been fun, and it's been a lot more enjoyable this year. I don't know if last year, because they opened up the multi-year transfer portal, as soon as the rule, the NCAA changed the rule, or they got sued or whatever, right as we were arriving at the bowl site. That probably didn't help with everything going on last year. But I think this year has been fun, and obviously we got to go win the game. That's what I keep telling the guys, is that's what makes it fun is winning. But as far as the events and being and hanging around the guys and the family and stuff, it's been really enjoyable this year.
I was talking with Albert Boone, your chief of staff, before you hopped on the call here, and it had to be fun. We were talking about the history of the Cotton Bowl facility. It had to be fun for you and your guys to be in there.
Yeah, it's super fun, and I think for the coaches, maybe the coaches might have had more fun being in the Cotton Bowl than the players. It just, especially me, being from Dallas and getting the opportunity to go back there and coaching that stadium, and it's just really, really special.
A couple of key positions, I think, guys who have entered the transfer portal. Ishmael Mahdi obviously has meant a lot to you in that running back room. Cole Wilson, who you coached at Incarnate Word, and then for the past 2 years here, both moving on. But I really think that you look at other college football rosters, yours in particular. Let's start with the running back. Lincoln Perry, Torrance Burgess, Deion Hankins. These are three guys, behind him, and that's not even getting into talking about Jalen Jenkins and what he can do. These are guys who are proven guys with the ball in their hands. It's cliche to say you don't miss a step, but I'm not really sure you do.
Yeah, I think obviously Ish has been a great player for us, and he's a great person, but I think it's important to know that we all rent these chairs, and it's the next man up, as coaches included, and I'm really excited about that running back room. I really am with Lincoln and TB and Deion, and like you said, Jenkins. Like I've said from the beginning, he might be the most talented guy in the group the whole time. So he's had a great couple bowl practices, and he'll be ready to go if called upon.
Coach, defensively for you, same story, but you got a couple of guys sticking around to play here that kind of anchor the front, and Terry Webb and Tavian Coleman. Defensively, I think what's that group accomplished this year, and what do you think their potential is in the game against North Texas?
Yeah, I think our D-line has been really, really solid all year, and we have a bunch of really good players up there, and you start the season looking like it's probably has the most depth, and then as the season went, just one of those deals where guys have gotten banged up, and have not been available. So, but we still have a bunch of really good players in that room at all positions, the defensive end spots and the D tackle spots. So I feel good about that group going into the game.
TJ Kinney, our guest on the Bobcats pregame show, the First Responder Bowl with North Texas. And turning to the Mean Green, Coach, you've been a quarterback. Would you have wanted your first career start to come in a bowl game?
Probably not. It's fun for the kid, and I'll say this. Obviously having more time to get prepared and get those reps, I think is probably the biggest thing. So I don't see it being a normal game. Hey, you're the starter. Getting ready to go on a Sunday and get ready for a Saturday. Obviously he's had a couple of weeks to get prepared and get those reps with ones, and that's why I'm not falling for any trick of him being a freshman or walk on or anything like that. I mean, he's a really talented player, and Coach Morris is one of the best in the country at getting those guys ready. And just look at his time at Texas Tech, Incarnate Word, Washington State, North Texas. It doesn't matter who's back there, throwing the ball. They're all going to put up stats. They're all going to put up numbers, and he'll have them ready to go.
Your paths in coaching obviously have some similarities with the Incarnate Word connection in there. For you, how well do you know Coach Morris, and what does he do offensively that makes this group so successful?
Yeah, I know him pretty well, and I would consider him one of the friends in the business. And it's always unique when you recruit, and pretty much every offensive guy for the past couple years we recruit against North Texas against. And I feel like every defensive guy I recruit against UTSA with. So it's just one of those things. And he recruited my brother to Texas Tech. He signed my brother to Texas Tech, and went out there and played for him. And then obviously he was at Incarnate Word before I got there, and had a lot of success there. And so I think really highly of him, and a ton of respect for him. But their offense very, very similar to ours. It's all about the numbers and the space and the tempo, and he just creates a lot of advantage throws, and he's one of the best in the country that I've seen of game planning and putting his guys in position to go have success. So they're going to score, they're going to be ready to go, they're going to be flying around playing fast. So it's going to be a very unique challenge, especially with the quarterback situation, because you don't have a ton of film on him. But you've seen the body of work that that they've put the last couple of years at North Texas, and that they're going to have a wrinkle for sure, but we'll just have to adjust and figure that out.
Defensively, flipping around a little bit, it's been a unit that struggled at times this year, giving up a lot of yards, giving up a lot of points. When you look at them on film, what do they do well, and at the same time, where do you see opportunities to move the ball?
Yeah, kind of similar to the quarterback situation. They've fired their DC, and so the last two games they've had the interim, and they've been different on defense than they were previously under the other coordinator. So limited game film on him, and so you kind of have to piece together what you can and try to go out there and put together a good game plan that's conducive to multiple fronts and multiple coverages.
Coach, you threw a touchdown pass. I think it was more of a run. Now that I'll go back and think about it, to Nash Jones in the bowl game last year. I won't ask you exactly what trick plays because bowl season is the season for that, but do you have a wrinkle or two in the game plan if it presents itself?
Yeah, I think you have those wrinkles that that you've worked on throughout the year. That's something that with Nash last year that we had worked on since fall camp, and there's always plays like that you're working on and trying to get ready for. So like last year, I remember sitting there with Mac, and it was one of those deals where he was kind of looking at his call sheet and going up and down it, and I said, hey, how about Golden Bear right here? He said really? I said, yeah, let's run it. And I think that's part of the fun of the bowl game is obviously you want to win, and that's the number one thing, but it's a little bit different. You can have a little more fun, and so I'm sure both sides, I'm sure North Texas, I can only imagine with the walk-on quarterback how many trick plays they got ready to go.
We'll make a note of the name Golden Bear for future reference. Any trick plays may just be called Golden Bear from now on. To the chalkboard here. when you get back to the football game, the winning and the losing, what's at the top of your list of areas you got to be solid?
I think for us, one thing that we have to harp on and as the game gets closer is the penalties, as far as when you have a layoff, very similar to last year, very similar to the first game of the season here. Guys are so excited. You're on ESPN and so I think just I'm not talking holdings and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking, offsides and personal fouls and those things. We have to keep those in check and because we do play, through the whistle and our guys are excited to play. And I think that's part of what makes us great, but we have to be able to control that. And I think that'll be probably for both teams. And you've seen it throughout the bowl experience. All these games that you played, especially some of these games that, aren't in the playoffs, the penalties pile up, the special teams play. I think special teams is going to be, super important. You've seen a ton of returns, more than usual in these games, because a lot of these guys haven't played. Your rosters get depleted, so it's the next man up. But a lot of these guys are going from second to starter, so that means guys that haven't played are going into the special teams roles, and so that's always something to watch for in these bowl games.
All right, Coach, excellent, good stuff. Well said. Thanks as always for the time. Happy holidays to you. Happy New Year, and good luck on this Friday afternoon with North Texas. Should be a good one.
Thank you.
GJ Kinney, our guest on the Bobcats pregame show, will step aside for the moment. Starting lineups, kickoff from Dallas still to come on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Rebecca Creek Distillery. We built the first distillery in the South in 100 years since Prohibition, right here in San Antonio. We are located at 281 and Bulverde Road. We are open Wednesday through Sundays with live music, barbecue, dog park, and tours every hour. Come check out our new sports bar and watch the game. At Rebecca Creek Distillery, come taste Rebecca Creek Whiskey, Texas Ranger Whiskey and flavors, and Enchanted Rock Vodka and flavors. From all of us here at Rebecca Creek Distillery, please sip responsibly.
Are you ready for some Bobcat football? Want to show up to your next tailgate in style? Text TXFARM to 83200 for your chance to win a Bobcats-themed tailgate package. One lucky winner will get a complete tailgate package that includes tents, chairs, coolers, koozies, and more. Register to win this amazing tailgate package by texting TXFARM to 83200. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of Texas State Athletics.
Texas Disposal Systems is proud to be part of the San Marcos community since 2003. As the official waste and recycling sponsor for Texas State Athletics, we are committed to keeping the stadium clean and environmentally friendly. Bobcat fans, let's make a difference together. Do your part by recycling properly at all games. For more tips and info, visit TexasDisposal.com. Texas Disposal Systems. Noticeably different, noticeably better.
Hi, this is Fox San Antonio's Chuck Picatinny. And I'm News 4's Don Harris. One of the best things about our jobs is calling the games on Taco Cabana's Thursday Night Lights. Every Thursday on CW35. Coach right and then takes it right back up the middle and look at him finish the run. Firing. Got it. Caught! If you're interested in video production, journalism, or covering sports for a living, our stations have job opportunities you might want to check out. To see the possibilities, go to foxsanantonio.com/careers.
Yeah, that flyover just actually happened.
I saw you kind of jump a little bit.
Station, joint reserve.
That wasn't piped in. That was actually over the top. They actually didn't fly over I think they flew right over the top of us, the press facility. I don't think they were out there, so kind of couldn't see them. But fast and loud indeed. Playing our national anthem in the books. Counted down to kickoff between your Texas State Bobcats and the the Eagles, the Mean Green of North Texas.
Mean Green.
The Eagles, I guess, formally, Mean Green adopted a few years back kind of as their, spirit nickname. But still the Eagles. We get set to go. Both teams getting set to come to the field. Our injury report presented by DJC Law today. Get your justice. Visit DJC Law and TexasJustice.com. We covered the missing cats today in the transfer portal talk earlier in the pregame. Nash Jones is not available today for the Bobcats, starting left guard, and somebody who's been so important to this offensive line for the Cats the last 2 seasons. Nash was a little banged up as the regular season closed. He had a surgery at the close of the season. He's the first ever Bobcat to be invited to the East-West Shrine Game, the Senior Bowl. He's got an NFL future ahead of him. He had that surgery and is working back towards that Senior Bowl and his NFL career beyond. He'll be missed today, but that's, I think, in terms of a future decision, a good one for him.
You know, if he didn't have to have the surgery, he would be playing here today. That's the bottom line. 51 starts in his career at this collegiate level. That's a heck of a lot of football playing in the college football. So we're going to miss him here today, but hope and wish him well.
Absolutely. Caleb Culp, the other, I think, kind of late week news, is opted out of playing today as he again turns his attention toward a potential pro career. So the Cats will be without Caleb Culp as well. We'll step aside. Our final timeout. Starting lineups. The kickoff from Dallas coming up on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Ison, founder of Enchanted Rock Vodka. Enchanted Rock Vodka is a premium vodka made in the Texas Hill Country using limestone filtered water. Enchanted Rock Vodka is 10 times distilled, gluten-free, frost filtered, and has a crisp, clean finish. Also try our new flavors, blueberry, watermelon, and pink lemonade made with real fruit. Enchanted Rock Vodka, follow your spirit.
Hey there, Texas State fans. Dan Christensen here, founder of DJC Law. We at DJC Law are proud to be the exclusive personal injury law firm partner of Texas State Athletics. And just like the Bobcats on the field, our entire team fights hard for every yard and every client. If you're injured in an accident, experience the winning combination of our team's experience and results. Call us 24/7 at 512-888-9999. That's 512-888-9999. And get your justice. TeamJustice.com. Eat 'em up, Cats.
At Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos, we are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Today, the Bobcats go bowling.
Oh, he's got a seam to the 10 to the 5. Cuts back into the middle. Touchdown, Bobcat. Handoff
To the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Standing up. The Bobcats, the Mean Green.
25-yard line, 30 to the far side of the field, 40. Midfield down the far sideline. He beats the kicker. Did he stay in bounds? He's to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. 97 yards, and the Bobcats answer right back. He's loose at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Being dragged down. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Kickoff is just moments away on the Texas State Sports Network from Learfield. Today's game is brought to you by HEB. Here, everything's better. By Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, protecting Texans since 1952. And by Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos, proud to be the official healthcare partner of Texas State Bobcat Athletics. Alongside Jeff Gandy, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Clint Shields.
Welcome back to Dallas. Gerald Ford Stadium, the campus of Southern Methodist University, the First Responder Bowl 2024 edition, although technically in 2025. The Bobcats, the home team today. North Texas, the visitors. Will meet the starting lineups coming up. Texas State has won the toss and deferred to the second half, much to the delight of Jeff Gandy today.
Absolutely.
Cats will kick it away left to right. It'll be Beckham Sunderland to do the honors today, with Brendan Frankie moving on to the transfer portal. It is high, it is deep at the 1 yard deep in the end zone, and a return coming out up the middle to the 20 and cut down at about the 21-yard line. Looking for the number on the tackle. Darius Jackson is the first one there to make the stop on Blair Conwright. We are underway on this Friday afternoon. So Drew Mestemaker leads his offense out onto the field here. First possession of the game. He'll line it behind a offensive line. Johnny Dixon will get the start at center. Braden Nelson at left tackle. Landon Peterson at right tackle. He's got a 3-receiver set. We'll meet the Cats defensively in a moment. Single receiver right, single running back to his right. Play action by Mestemaker. Wanting to throw, does throw deep far sideline. The receiver and defender, Ryan Nolan, both out of bounds. That pass goes incomplete. It'll be second down. He wanted Wyatt Young, freshman out of Katy, Texas. It's incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
How about Terry Webb getting right in Mestemaker's face right after he threw the football, too? Little pressure. Got to get some pressure on this kid.
I think that'll be key. Don't let him get comfortable. As you mentioned, second down and 10. Shane Porter standing to the left of Mestemaker. Little quick option. Look at, he's wrapped up and dropped in the backfield. Khalil Alexander from the edge. It'll go as a sack, a tackle for loss back inside the 20 to the 17. And just like that, it's 3rd and 14.
Well, he didn't have anybody to pitch to.
Porter
just kind of went out on a quick toss, and all he could do is get sacked. And now it's 3rd and long.
Single back. He's got a tight end in the backfield as well, kind of in an H-back slot to the left. Now he'll motion to the right. Set up a trips right, single receiver left on 3rd and 14. 3-man rush for the Cats. Mestemaker throwing middle. It's caught just beyond the 30 at the 31, which is where he had to get. Should be enough for the first down. It's Landon Sides, sophomore out of Denton, Texas, his 20th catch of the year, and it is a first down.
Well, the O-line gave Mestemaker just enough time to get that pass off.
Hand off middle. Porter hit as he got to the line of scrimmage, got a yard or two maybe. Ryan Nolan's there to bring him down. And it'll be second down and 8.
Handoff number 31, Shane Porter.
North Texas, like the Cats, they'll work with tempo. Mestemaker looking deep right, throwing deep right. It's caught. Little back shoulder throw. Trez Moore in coverage. The catch is made by Damon Ward. We talked about him in the open. Now Moore's saying that ball's incomplete, and the officials agree. Wow.
Yeah.
Get a look at the replay. And I don't know. We couldn't see it on the replay angle. Ward landed out of bounds. Moore threw him down out of bounds, and the ball must have been moving when he landed.
I thought Tez Moore had great position on him, and it just, Ward was able to come back and try to get his hands on the ball, so it was close. 3rd down and long now again for the Mean Green.
Cats went with a 3-man rush on that first 3rd and 14, and now we're going to have an official review here. Again, Trez Moore, who was involved in the play, as well as numerous people on the Bobcats sideline, which is the far sideline from where we are.
It looked like Ward did come back and make the catch, but did he land in bounds or not?
Exactly. There were numerous people on that Bobcats sideline signaling that pass was incomplete.
I tell you, that's a type of pass we're going to see probably all day long. Tight coverage, and it's up to the receiver to try to fight for the ball.
I believe our review is over, and the call on the field stands. This is not a situation where our head official went over to a replay monitor or anything like that, but just got buzzed down. It's a Mid-American Conference officiating crew. Greg Sujak, our head referee today, and it's 3rd and 8 North Texas has already converted to 3rd and 14. The Cats brought only 3 on that first third down. They're showing a little more pressure. They'll bring 4. Mestamaker looking deep right again and throwing deep right. Out throws his intended receiver. Wanted Ward again. Trez Moore there in coverage. Had safety help from Darius Jackson, and it's 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trez Moore was one-on-one with Ward out there in this wide side of the field, and Ward had a step on Trez Moore, and if it was just a little bit shorter on the pass, it probably would have been caught by Ward.
On to punt, Sawyer Evans. Averaged 40.9 per punt this season. Their season-ending win to get to bowl eligibility at Tempo. He punted 9 times in that game. Bo Sparks standing back inside his 30. It's an end-over-end kick. Sparks drifts to his right. Fair catch called and made at the 25-yard line. That's where the Cats will have it. 1st down and 10. So 1 possession in the books. Cats defense surrenders a 1st down, but gets the ball for the offense. And Jordan McLeod and company will come on.
Well, it doesn't look like Eric Morris is going to hold back a freshman in his first start at the collegiate level. Messmaker, you know, they're coming right at the full, I guess you could say, playbook. It's going to be open. And the Mean Green's going to come after the Bobcats.
Pretty good looking throws on the deep balls. Overthrew Ward on the last one, but pretty good looking throws. So here's Jordan McLeod and the offense. He's got a single back in the backfield with him. That's Burgess, swings it wide left. This is Jaden Williams, crosses the 30, spins out of a tackle. Near the 35, reaching for the 1st down, which would be the 36. I think he's short by a yard. It'll be a gain of 9.
Boy, great block out there in the end by Joy Hobart, too, on the cornerback that really gave him enough to almost get the 1st down.
Torrance Burgess in the backfield with McLeod. He's got the handoff. Sidesteps one man to the 40 and ridden down from behind as he gets to the 41. Braylon Charles makes the stop, but Burgess to the 41, 42, give him 7. Could be a 1st down, Texas State. Hobart, Williams come wide right. Chris Dawn Jr. splits wide left. Connor Fox, the tight end. H-back spot to the right. Burgess next to McLeod. Burgess again to the middle. Bounces left, pops through, 45, 50, and he's got another 1st down. He's inside the 50 to the 48, give him 10. Cats on back-to-back plays pick up 1st downs, and they'll go with tempo. Fox will split out wide left. 2 receivers on either side here on 1st down and 10 in North Texas territory.
Checking out to a pass play right here.
Meet the starters up front for the Cats, again without Nash Jones today.
Middle of the field's wide open.
It is indeed. No safeties deep on 1st and 10, blitz coming. McLeod steps up in the pocket, wrapped up, does get away. Throwing deep, far side down the sideline. Is it caught inside the 10? There's a battle for it. It's caught by Connor Fox down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
He was being covered by a redshirt freshman, Brian Nelson, the second, number 4. And that's just a mismatch. When your tight end can split out like that and go on a vertical, that's a heck of an athlete making the play right there, the tight end.
North Texas defenders were saying no, and they are going to review this as it was down in the shaded end of the field. Did Fox stay in bounds is the question here. Caught the ball.
Here we go.
I think his feet land in bounds. Did the right foot land on the sideline? Did he step out of bounds before he caught the ball? There's a couple of questions to answer here.
And so very little time to get him answered, right?
Indeed. Bobcats did a pretty good job of picking up some blitz pressure there to give McLeod time to throw.
Well, the Bobcats, the first couple of run plays, they just gashed him because the Mean Green had that 3-man front, 2 linebackers, and it's kind of that 3-3 look that I was talking about in pregame. And that's a good opportunity to really gash him on the dive plays and the counter plays, the counter GT, which they ran. And then when they started coming into the box like the defense did, the middle of the field's wide open. I'm surprised that they didn't attack the middle of the field, but nevertheless, that's a good opportunity to throw the football.
It is a media timeout. We'll keep it here during the stoppage here, our first of the day. As the Cats, as it stands right now, are set up 1st down and goal at the 7. Moving left to right into the shaded end of the field here at Gerald J. Ford Stadium, right into the Gary Weber or Gary Weber end zone complex, which was under construction.
And
when we were here a year ago, they have since completed that.
It looks beautiful,
beautiful
too.
facility down on that south end of the end zone.
I really like this stadium, Clint. It seems like it seats more than, 48?
32,
32?
I think, is
it looks
the
more like a
capacity.
50,000 football stadium. It's really nice. It's tight. It's close to the field. You kind of get that home field advantage, and it looks like that the Bobcat faithful has definitely made it up here to Dallas, because it looks like there's a lot more maroon than there is green, it seems like to me, and they sure sound a lot louder, and that's the main thing.
It's a stark difference in apparel, obviously, with the maroon and the bright kind of Kelly green of North Texas fans. Across the way, that's the Bobcats side of the field. They are the home team this year.
On the visitor sideline.
On the visitor sideline, and I do think, honestly, that was a choice that was made, maybe with some, I guess, maybe prior knowledge, having been here last year. Put yourself on the warm side of the field as the sun goes down today.
It was a lot cooler, the game last year. A lot cooler outside.
Started last year.
Yeah.
Later at 4:30 in the afternoon last year. So we started a little bit earlier this year, but we'll see. I think our review is over, but we're in the middle of a media timeout.
Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 at the previous spot.
All right, so we catch the end of it here.
That's a heck of an effort by Connor Fox to try to make that catch. 6'4", 253 pounds on the outside next to the sideline, going one-on-one on the cornerback. And he was inches from making a completion.
The catch today, Dorian Strawn at the left tackle. Emeka Abibo slides into that left guard spot with Nash Jones being unavailable today. Chase Todd at center, Talik Lockett at right guard, Trent Scott at right tackle. The redshirt junior out of Luling, Texas, all 6'6", 350 pounds of him.
I think he's shrinking. All 6'6", 350.
So the Cats will back up to the original line of scrimmage, which was the North Texas 48. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
As play resumes, it's 2nd and 10.
We are back from our media timeout and ready to go. McLeod and the offense on. I think Lincoln Perry's in the backfield, and he'll swing out wide right, empty set for McLeod and the offense. Tied in an H-back spot left as well. Snap back, blitz coming. McLeod, quick throw. Caught Jaden Williams. He's across the 45 to about the 44. It's a short gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Just like the Eagles on defense, they may line up with 3 down, but that doesn't mean the linebackers aren't going to come crashing and the outside nickelback, and that's what they did. Tried to put some pressure on McLeod, but McLeod, again, with that short pass game, hitting Williams on that slant, sets up 3rd and medium.
Bo Sparks will check in. Connor Fox will leave, and it's a 3-receiver set, right, 1 left. Single back, Perry in the backfield. McLeod looking middle, throwing middle. Caught. Oh, man. Joey Hobart lays out inside the 40 at the 36, gain of 8, 1st down.
How about that catch? Laying out on the turf and making the catch for the 1st down. Dig route for Joey Hobart. I think that's his favorite route. He runs it really well and just times it perfectly. He's in front of the defender, but he has to lay out to make the catch. Great job. 1st down for the Cats.
Fox is back. Sparks will check out. North Texas will sub, and they'll do it late in the clock. 10 on the play clock as they'll run off 4. 3-man front for the Mean Green. Perry to the right of McLeod. Lincoln's got the carry. Starts left, now bounces back middle. Breaks the tackle. He's down inside the 35, close to the 31. Late flag. Floats in. There was another one on the far side of the field, both of them at about the 35-yard line. I don't know. The second one would seem to be holding. The first one can't be holding based on where it was thrown.
This might be offset,
maybe.
Clint.
North Texas might have lined up offside. We'll see.
It looked like the left defensive end down here looked like his hand was over the ball just a little bit. We'll see.
Again, Mid-American Conference crew today.
Personal foul, face mask.
Well, there you go.
Defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st and 10.
So both flags are for the same thing. It was a face mask, I'm assuming, on the tackle of Lincoln Perry. So he got to the 31. The penalty will bump it to the 16, and it's first down and 10. Cats in the red zone. Two receivers left, tight end left as well. Single receiver right, Jaden Williams, man coverage. McLeod going that way, looking for Williams. Back corner of the end zone, and it's knocked away. Little bit underthrown. Williams made a pretty nice adjustment, but the ball was batted away last second.
I tell you, Williams had the angle too. Got to get that ball on the outside away from the defender's shoulder, and that probably would have been a reception. Williams did a good job at trying to make a catch. It was well defended by the cornerback.
Ryan Nelson II, redshirt freshman out of Pearland, Texas, former Shadow Creek Shark.
Comes into today's game with 4 interceptions.
He does indeed. He was beaten on that play. That ball again underthrown, and got back in time to blindly stick a hand up and get it. Direct snap, Lincoln Perry running left, and he'll get back to the 17, which was the original line of scrimmage.
Lincoln Perry with a carry for the Bobcats.
+1 to the 16, and it's third down and 9.
Well, coming into today's game, the Mean Green defense ranks 12th in their conference in the red zone defense, but they did a pretty good job these first 2 plays when the Cats were in the red zone. Now it's third and long.
Jake Shipley, Fadafehi Valia on the edges with the absence of Terrell Dawkins, who's got a broken foot and is out today. They're the edge guys for North Texas. McLeod to throw. Steps up, pressured. Ball comes out. They're treating it as though it's a fumble, I think, and it's recovered by North Texas inside the 10.
Well, if he tosses it, it's not a fumble.
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass. Fourth down.
Okay. It was a rather unemphatic incomplete pass, but it'll be fourth down. Oh, McLeod threw it with his left hand. Wow. As he was going down, he switched hands with the ball. He's a right-handed thrower, and he actually threw it forward with his left hand at Lincoln Perry.
Yeah. That was defensive tackle Braylon Charles beating Bebo at the line of scrimmage and put the pressure on McLeod. Just did a good job of beating the block.
Mason Shipley to try a field goal out of the hole to David Nunez. It's in the air from 34 yards, and it is good. So the Cats, for the second straight year, points on their opening possession in the First Responder Bowl. They get 3, not 7. And it's 3-0 Texas State. 8:58 to play in the opening quarter from Dallas today. We're back in 60 seconds on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
At Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos, we are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
Texas Disposal Systems is proud to be part of the San Marcos community since 2003. As the official waste and recycling sponsor for Texas State Athletics, we are committed to keeping the stadium clean and environmentally friendly. Bobcat fans, let's make a difference together. Do your part by recycling properly at all games. For more tips and info, visit TexasDisposal.com. Texas Disposal Systems. Noticeably different, noticeably better.
Welcome back to the SERVPRO First Responder Bowl in Dallas, Texas. Your Texas State Bobcats go up on their first drive 3-0 over North Texas. That field goal drive went 11 plays, 58 yards, took 4 minutes, 19 seconds. 2 for 5, 12 yards in the air and 31 yards on the ground, and the field goal is good. Cats are up 3-0.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Thanks as always to everybody who joined us at the Eat 'em Up radio show all season long, and not much of what this officiating crew has done at all today. How'd we go from 18 to 8 and then 6?
Well, exactly, and I still go back to scoring twice and you don't get anything but 3 points in field goal. I still go back to that in the first quarter.
Yep. Well,
Sorry, I can't get over those things.
I'm referencing that in my comments that they've had a bit of a rough afternoon. So Nunez again, John Erline will do the snapping. North Texas thinking fake. They don't have anybody deep.
No.
That or they may come after Nunez. Erline waits. He'll snap it from the North Texas 49. Snap back. Nunez kick is away.
And they rough the kicker.
Is hit. 2 flags come in. Ball's going to roll down inside the 15 and out of bounds. And with no time on the clock,
running into the kicker.
The Cats can potentially take the 5 here, Jeff, which would move the ball to the 44, which would make it about a 61-yard field goal. You could try it.
Yeah.
Now Mason
Running
Shipley
into the kicker on the receiving team. Penalty will be declined.
Okay.
Time ran out on the play. That's the end of the half.
You have to know.
Some craziness is going on here.
That they thought about it. Mason Shipley, of course, made a 60-yarder earlier this season at NRG Stadium. Now that's indoors. No winds or any weather elements to think of. So, G.J. Kinney and company, they thought about it, but
probably did. But here we sit at the end of the first half. Bobcats are up by 2, 16-14 over North Texas. And bottom line is, it just takes 1 point to win the game. So that's all that matters.
Absolutely it does. Cats have been in North Texas territory on every possession. 3 field goals, 1 touchdown. And then the half ends, and the Bobcats will get the ball to open things up in the second half. It's a tremendous crowd here on both sides, but most definitely more maroon than green in the seats here at Gerald J. Ford. The Cats have once again come out in force in support of their Bobcats for the 2nd straight season, which, if nothing else, that just reinforces the excitement
of the program.
In this fan base for this program and getting to the postseason.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, after last year, you got guys coming out of their woodwork just wanting to be a part of the program, either financially or physically being there to support. And it's been wonderful to see this year with 2 sellout crowds at USCU Stadium this year, and you know what? It's just a great job by the fan base and the student body as well.
And it traveled well. I stopped at Buc-ee's on the way up.
No way.
Plenty of maroon in the store.
You stop at Buc-ee's? No.
Yeah, I know.
No way.
Imagine that. Well, we played 30 minutes, 16-14. Texas State on top. We'll be back in a moment. Coming up at the half, we'll run through the numbers, check the scoreboard. There's nothing else happening today, but we'll look back at what has happened throughout the bowl season previous. We'll get to all that as we move along here at halftime. From SMU's Ford Stadium today at the First Responder Bowl on the Texas State Sports Network, this is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Rebecca Creek Distillery. We built the first distillery in the South in 100 years since Prohibition right here in San Antonio. We are located at 281 and Bulverde Road. We are open Wednesday through Sundays with live music, barbecue, dog park, and tours every hour. Come check out our new sports bar and watch the game. At Rebecca Creek Distillery, come taste Rebecca Creek Whiskey, Texas Ranger Whiskey and flavors, and Enchanted Rock Vodka and flavors. From all of us here at Rebecca Creek Distillery, please sip responsibly.
Hi, this is Fox San Antonio's Chuck Picatinny, and I'm News 4's Don Harris. One of the best things about our jobs is calling the games on Taco Cabana's Thursday Night Lights, every Thursday on CW35. Goes right and then takes it right back up the middle, and look at him finish the run. Firing, got it, hard! If you're interested in video production, journalism, or covering sports for a living, our stations have job opportunities you might want to check out. To see the possibilities, go to foxsanantonio.com/careers.
Hey there, Texas State fans. Dan Christensen here, founder of DJC Law. We at DJC Law are proud to be the exclusive personal injury law firm partner of Texas State Athletics. And just like the Bobcats on the field, our entire team fights hard for every yard and every client. If you're injured in an accident, experience the winning combination of our team's experience and results. Call us 24/7 at 512-888-9999. That's 512-888-9999. And get your justice. TeamJustice.com. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. We are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
1, 2, 3. This is the Texas State Halftime Show. For a recap of the first half and all the first half numbers, let's go back to the booth. Alongside Jeff Gandy, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Clint Shields.
30 minutes in the books from Dallas on this Friday afternoon. 16-14, Texas State on top of North Texas. We'll get inside the numbers more in depth as we move along here through halftime. Our halftime report brought to you by Rebecca Creek Distillery today. Be sure to take a break from the game. Make yourself a cocktail with one of Rebecca Creek's signature brands, Rebecca Creek Whiskey, Texas Ranger Whiskey, and Enchanted Rock Vodka. Founded by Bobcats for Bobcats. Asmara Valles back to the KTSW studios for us today. I'm Clint Shields alongside Jeff Gandy. 16-14 Cats, 258 in total yards for the Bobcats, 243 for North Texas. That should come as no surprise to anyone. The number 3 and number 6 total offenses on display here today. The Mean Green, the number 3, the Cats, number 6 in the nation. It's a matter of whose defense will rise and make the most plays, I think, here in the second half. The Cats defense forced a couple of punts in that first half and then got an interception late down inside the red zone. That's 8 turnovers now for the Bobcats in the 2 appearances here in the First Responder Bowls and 6 interceptions turned in by the Bobcats defense. So you certainly want to see that. Anytime you can come up with that. Cats won the toss today and deferred, which they don't do a lot, which means they'll get the ball to start the second half here with that 16-14 lead. North Texas took the opening possession, got a first down, had to punt it away, and the Cats went 11 plays, 58 yards. Had to settle for a Mason Shipley 34-yard field goal, however. And it was 3-0. North Texas came right back. 7 plays, 75 yards, and 225. Drew Mestemaker. Touchdown pass of 46 yards to Miles Coleman. And it was 7-3. Bobcats answered with a 22-yard field goal by Mason Shipley. A couple of questionable, maybe even as many as 3 questionable no touchdown awarded to the Bobcats on that possession, set up by the long pass and catch to Jaden Williams. Williams took it 70 yards to the half-yard line. He was ruled out of bounds. Replays kind of showed he was in the air when he hit the pylon and never actually was out of bounds. But then the Cats on back-to-back plays had ball carriers wind up in the end zone but were ruled down outside the goal line. Ultimately picked up a penalty as well and had to get the field goal. It was 7-6. North Texas added a touchdown, landed side from 16 yards away, a pass from Mestemaker. It was 14-6. Texas State right back at it. Another field goal, this time from 47. The third longest in First Responder Bowl history. this being the 14th First Responder Bowl. Mason Shipley's 47-yarder, the third longest, and was 14-9. Cats forced a punt, and then finally Jaden Williams, a 24-yard touchdown pass from Jordan McLeod, made it 16-14. Cats came up with that interception by Manny Nunnery, his second of the year, second in as many games, and turned away North Texas in the red zone. The Bobcats got to the North Texas 49, but punted it away with 8 or 6 seconds rather to play in the half, and That's how we got to the half here at 16-14. Texas State. I was laughing at, for those of you who know SpongeBob, you know the episode where Squidward puts together his band, and in their practice, one of their practice sessions says, when people want you to think they're smart, they tend to talk loud. So he says, maybe if we play loud, you know the rest. The North Texas band made it a point to play loud.
They were. The brass felt like they were right next to in front of your face.
Texas State strutters on the field, the band right behind them. We'll step aside for the moment. Back after this on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Enchanted Rock Vodka. Enchanted Rock Vodka is a premium vodka made in the Texas Hill Country using limestone filtered water. Enchanted Rock Vodka is 10-time distilled, gluten-free, frost filtered, and has a crisp, clean finish. Also try our new flavors, blueberry, watermelon, and pink lemonade made with real fruit. Enchanted Rock Vodka, follow your spirit.
Texas Disposal Systems is proud to be part of the San Marcos community since 2003. As the official waste and recycling sponsor for Texas State Athletics, we are committed to keeping the stadium clean and environmentally friendly. Bobcat fans, let's make a difference together. Do your part by recycling properly at all games. For more tips and info, visit TexasDisposal.com. Texas Disposal Systems. Noticeably different, noticeably better.
Are you ready for some Bobcat football? Want to show up to your next tailgate in style? Text TXFARM to 83200 for your chance to win a Bobcats-themed tailgate package. One lucky winner will get a complete tailgate package that includes tents, chairs, coolers, koozies, and more. Register to win this amazing tailgate package by texting TXFARM to 83200. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of Texas State Athletics.
At Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos, we are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Texas State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime rolls on here from Dallas, 16-14 our score. Texas State on top. You know, specifically, Jeff, we didn't get into really keys to the game a whole lot right before kickoff. Looking back at them now and kind of breaking it down. Start fast, top of my list.
Yeah.
Cats scored a touchdown on the opening possession of this game a year ago. They got 3 this time around. They've outscored opponents 261 to 161 in the first half this year. Obviously, they outscored North Texas, but this upcoming third quarter is key because it's been the Mean Green's best quarter of the season thus far. Where the Cats have outscored people in the first half, North Texas has used that third quarter to get back in ball games or provide a little separation.
Yeah, they're pretty even, 50% per half, but that third quarter is huge. 30% of their total scoring happens in the third quarter, and the key to that is that only 17% of the opponent's scoring is in the third quarter. So that's where they get that big lopsided differential right there. They not only score, but they do a good job defensively as well during the third quarter. So adjustments made during halftime are key, and I think it's a key that maybe looking forward to it that declining we're deferring to the second half is going to be a good thing for the Bobcats.
Yep, we will see, certainly. Get after the quarterback, another one that I had. His first start, you can't let him get comfortable and start to gain confidence. Frankly, he's played well, Jeff.
Yeah, he has.
15 of 25 for 203, a couple touchdowns. He did have the interception in the red zone, but I do think he's not the run threat that some of the other quarterbacks that we've seen this year. He's not that. But he does look comfortable and gaining confidence that can be dangerous heading down the stretch.
Sure has. And you know what? Part of that is because his offensive line is doing a pretty good job as well. I think the Bobcats are missing a few of those key edge kind of guys like we talked about in the pregame call. But I think overall, though, you got it, to your point, disrupt the quarterback. If you can't get to him, to Westmaker, then you're going to have to disrupt the wide receiver somehow, some way. You just can't let him get a free release and pick you apart in the zones. You just can't do that anymore.
Protect it, take it away. Cats have protected it, finally got a takeaway there, and it was a big one, obviously happening in the red zone to turn back North Texas when they had a chance to retake the lead. Defensively, you got to have more of that in the second half.
Yeah, you really do. And, I mean, you got to be closing on those receivers and backs out of the backfield. I see probably more motion, different personnel, different formations, maybe another trick player too, because I know North Texas tried to do that double pass, reverse pass, and it didn't. It blew up in their face, but look for something like that this second half as well.
Yep, and that's my fourth point. Have fun and get tricky. Bowl season
there you go.
Is the time for trickery. In college football, the Cats, as you remember, rolled out what they called the Golden Bear a year ago in the past to Nash Jones. And what do they got up the sleeve today? I don't know. North Texas has tipped their hand a little bit. Cats have not yet, anyway.
It doesn't look like it. But again, this is going to be a fun second half, I think. And I think both of these teams are playing to win, and they're playing hard. And I think we mentioned during the halftime as well that time off between the last season game till playing on January the 3rd. That's 34 days for the Bobcats and 33 days to be specific for the Mean Green. So that's a whole over a month, and a lot can be done if you're starting with a new quarterback and you're trying to build something. That benefits you more than it does someone like Texas State.
And I mean, you don't, if you're a college football team, you don't roll out the day after your final game, even if you know you're going to a bowl, and start practicing.
Yeah.
So there's not only a layoff between playing games, but there's a layoff before you start practicing again. And then the holidays come, and in this case, the Cats were able to send their players home for 4 or 5 days, and you got to come back and kind of restart the engines a little bit. So
yeah, you do.
As much fun as it is, it's also disruptive to the kind of weekly routine of a football team that they get into over the course of a 12-game season.
Well, being an athlete yourself, Clint, I mean, we're all creatures of nature, of habit, in other words, and that is routine is very, very important for an athlete, and you break that routine when you got to wait 34 days till you put on the pads and go to a stadium and play a game. It's tough.
Yep. 16-14 our score at the break. Texas State on top. We'll run through some numbers, kick off the second half next on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Rebecca Creek Whiskey. Rebecca Creek Whiskey is a blended whiskey made in the Texas Hill Country. It is made with rye, yellow corn, malted barley, 4 to 8 years on the average age of the blends. Rebecca Creek Whiskey is made with limestone filtered water. Try our award-winning whiskey. Rebecca Creek Whiskey, fine-tuned whiskey.
Hey there, Texas State fans. Dan Christensen here, founder of DJC Law. We at DJC Law are proud to be the exclusive personal injury law firm partner of Texas State Athletics. And just like the Bobcats on the field, our entire team fights hard for every yard and every client. If you're injured in an accident, experience the winning combination of our team's experience and results. Call us 24/7 at 512-888-9999. That's 512-888-9999. And get your justice. TeamJustice.com. Eat 'em up, Cats.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Are you ready for some Bobcat football? Want to show up to your next tailgate in style? Text TXFARM to 83200 for your chance to win a Bobcats-themed tailgate package. One lucky winner will get a complete tailgate package that includes tents, chairs, coolers, koozies, and more. Register to win this amazing tailgate package by texting TXFARM to 83200. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of Texas State Athletics.
Thanks for listening to the Texas State Halftime Show. Now for the second half kickoff, let's go back to the booth. Alongside Jeff Gandy, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Clint Shields.
Back in Dallas, a reminder, our halftime coverage today brought to you by Rebecca Creek Distillery. Enjoy every game day with one of Rebecca Creek's signature brands, Rebecca Creek Whiskey, Texas Ranger Whiskey, and Enchanted Rock Vodka. Founded by Bobcats for Bobcats. Texas State at the half, up by 2, 16-14, 258-243 edge in total yards. Jordan McLeod, 207 through the air, 16 of 22, and a touchdown pass. Cats have run it for 51. They hadn't run it very much. 17 carries for the 51 yards. Torrance Burgess leading the way, 4 for 21. Deion Hankins, 4 for 18 on really the best running drive of the ball game, I think, Jeff, in which Deion just got behind the pads and physically plowed through some guys. It was the best running plays the Cats have had today. Lincoln Perry's got 5 for 8. Jaden Williams, 5 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. We talked about leaning on him. They've done just that, and he's responded.
Yeah, he really hasn't. On that little quick screen, a little quick hit that we said is not going anywhere because it was well defended. He made something out of nothing and should have scored. Got credit to him with a touchdown on that play, too.
Bo Sparks, 3 for 46. Joey Hober's got 3 for 13. 6 receivers have caught balls for the Bobcats in the first half. Drew Mestermaker, 15 of 25 for 203, 2 scores and 1 interception. And it snuffed out a drive in the red zone for North Texas. Mean Green has run for 40 yards as well. McGill's got 4 carries for 23. Mestermaker himself has 5 for 5 on the afternoon. 7 receivers have caught balls. Miles Coleman's got 6 for 104 and a touchdown. Landon Sides, 2 for 30 and a touchdown as well. Damon Ward's got 2 catches for 44 on the afternoon. Cats have had it for 17 and a half minutes, 12-20 for North Texas. 6 penalties against the Mean Green, 3 against the Bobcats. Texas State's going to get it first to open things second half. They'll go left to right.
You know, even looking at
Ford will kick it away.
I was going to say, even looking at the defensive stacks, they're really, really close. Only 3 tackles for losses for the Cats, 3 also for the Mean Green. Only 1, no sacks for Texas State, and there's been only 1 sack for North Texas. So real similar as far as having impact, negative plays for defenses.
Ford's kick will land in the end zone. As Bo Sparks will watch that go over his head, and the Cats will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. So Bobcats 16-14 lead at the half. Last year's First Responder Bowl was tied at the half, 21-all. Or did the Cats lead that game? Now that I think about it, they get a late field goal to lead 24-21. That may have actually been it was, yeah.
Yeah.
24-21, and then shut out the Owls in the second half and pulling away 45-21. So they'll start here left to right with a handoff. Burgess patiently picking his way, hit at the line of scrimmage and spins for a yard, maybe a little bit more. It'll be second down and long. Once again, North Texas comes out, stacks that box.
Yeah, they do.
Pretty early.
Those linebackers, second-level backers, and the safety comes in really quick. As soon as they see the read keys, they're coming downhill fast, and you got to get an offensive hat on those second-level guys to have a chance to be able to break one.
They've got a 3 down front, 2 standing on the edge here. 2nd and 9. McLeod throwing middle. It's caught. Here's Williams. 35, 40, spun down, maybe, then driven backwards and dumped inside the 40. He got to the 41. That's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Williams find that little spot, that little soft spot between the linebackers and the nickelback, and he just basically broke down his route right there, and McLeod saw it, threw a nice bullet right there. Good for the first down for the Bobcats.
Burgess again, handoff, dancing left, and then push backwards. Bobcats not getting any push up front. Burgess, no gain, if not a loss of a half a yard.
They're running gap schemes up front, and I think that's not very good because those linebackers come down so fast, and those are the ones that are making tackles in the backfield, Clint. I think if you zone block it, you'll have better chance of getting a hat on the second level and be able to make it, get some sort of crease for the runner.
Connor Fox, tight end right, standing off the line a couple steps. Lincoln Perry in the backfield. He'll split wide left, and they'll throw it his direction. 45, gets out of a tackle, and he's finally drug out of bounds. Lost part of his shirt or a towel or something hanging off the backside of him. He rips it away and gets rid of it, but he's going to have the first down to the 48.
This could be Lincoln Perry's game. You think about it, as a senior and then missing all last year because of a knee injury. He's coming back this year, and he's really made a lot of big contributions to this football team, and now it's his only bowl game. This could be huge.
Trips to the left, single receiver right. Snap back, Perry handoff, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. Run blitz off the edge, and a little dance on the backside of it as well. It'll be a loss by Chavez Brown, the tackle there. That's outside. 7.5 tackles for loss now on the year.
Yeah, unblocked. It's easy to make a play when you're unblocked coming off the edge, full speed. It was a good call, though, on first down.
So second down 12. Cats lose 2 there. Back to midfield. Perry will stay in the backfield to the right of McLeod here. Receivers 2 left, tight end left as well. Single receiver right, McLeod. Perry bounces left. Crashes through a couple tacklers all the way down to the 45 in North Texas territory. He got 5, got the lost yardage back, but now it'll be third down at about 7.
It puts you really behind the chains when you get stuffed at the line of scrimmage on second down. That makes it third and long. Really need to pick this up on your opening drive of the second half.
Fox goes out. Joey Hobart comes in. It'll be Williams and Hobart wide right. Dawn Sparks wide left. Now Perry leaves the backfield and comes right. North Texas will adjust. 6 up front. They may blitz. They will. All 6. McLeod throwing left. It's caught. This is Sparks, spun down out of bounds inside the 40 at the 37. McLeod throwing it right over the top of that edge blitzer. They brought 6, only 5 to block. It's a little bit of a dangerous throw, but he put it in a good spot.
I'll tell you what, that's a great throw because he knew he was going to get hit by the free blitzer. He knew where to go, too, to the blitzer side. It was good for a first down.
3-man front now for North Texas. Play action. Williams throwing deep. Or McLeod rather, wants Williams, and he shoved out of bounds inside the 10. That'll be incomplete.
That's Brian Nelson Jr. on the coverage. It's good inside-out coverage that time. I tell you what, you'd have to make a he-man effort to be able to make that catch.
Cats' 6th possession of the afternoon, turning to evening here. And they have been in North Texas territory on every possession. They're there again with a second down and 10 at the 37. Leading 16-14, first possession, third quarter. Dawn in motion, left to right. It's Perry on a handoff. He'll bounce it left and get the edge. 35, and leg tackled as he gets inside the 35. See where they're going to mark him down. 32, 31, maybe 32 they're going to say. And it's 3rd and 5.
At that time, it looked like there was a little bit of a push by the offensive line. And Perry was seeing that there was nobody on the left side, and he just bends it back to the backside, which is the boundary side. Almost picks first down, but we got a penalty.
Yeah, we may.
Haynes, second down.
Missed the flag where it came down.
I missed it too. Second and long.
It'll push the ball back to the 42-yard line. So wipe out the 5 yards by Perry. And it will be second down.
Looks like Burgess is in the backfield now.
2nd and 15. 4 wide set, 2 by 2. Tight end is one of those wind up left. McLeod in the pocket. Some time to throw. Does throw. It's caught. Chris Dawn Jr. down at the 30.
McLeod's back. Complete number 1, Chris Dawn Jr.
That's a gain of 12 on a 2nd and 15, 2nd and 14, 15. So it's third down and a full 3 yards here.
Starts with the protection up front by the O-line. Slide protection to the left, and it gives McLeod enough time to be able to wait for the break and delivers a good pass. Now you're in third and manageable.
Extra lineman, Sully Burns, 6'7", 309, redshirt freshman, transfer from Tulane, comes in. Lincoln Perry's going to run the Wildcat. Connor Fox, tight end right. Titus Lyons, tight end left. Two receivers as well, one to either side. Receiver in motion, left side, right side. Perry keeps it to the middle. No. He'll get inside the 30 to the 29. Only a yard, and it's 4th and 2.
Yeah.
Field goal would be 46. I'd be shocked if the Cats don't go for it right here.
Yeah, there was no hesitation, and McLeod comes trotting back out on the field right now. He was standing next to G.J. Kinney, and there was just no hesitation.
Lions will leave. Fox will stay on. Receivers 2 left and 1 right. Play clock at 15. Perry in the backfield with McLeod. 1, 2, 3 down front for North Texas. Now Perry leaves the backfield. He'll split wide right. It's an empty set for McLeod. 5 to snap it. Snap is back. He'll throw it. Throwing middle. Caught. Jaden Williams sheds a tackler. 20, 15, and finally ridden down inside the 20. It'll be a first down at the 17.
How about the Jaden Williams show here today, huh, Clint Shields? Wow, he hit that little quick hitch, and he made something out of nothing after the run after catch.
That's his 7th catch of the night.
That's a big first down pickup right there.
Gain of 12. He's got 143 yards. Receivers, 2 right, tight end right. Everybody's tight to the formation. McLeod wants to throw. Has some time, nobody open. Now rolls right, throws back middle, caught Lincoln Perry. Sheds a tackler at the 10 to the 5 up the middle, leaping for the goal line. I don't think he got there. He's down at the 1, and it's 1st and goal. Oh, you want Lincoln to get in the end zone.
Boy, you sure do. He shed about 2 or 3 would-be tacklers and just almost made it across the goal line.
He'll stay in the ball game. Perry will. Cat's got to get lined up. Oh, and they're letting him substitute. Nobody came off the sideline. The Cats were just kind of all over the field here. McLeod, snap. Perry to the middle, pushing for the goal line. He stood up. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Outstanding. Outstanding. You take the opening kickoff and you march down. You make some critical third down conversions to keep the drive going, and you get back in the end zone. That's exactly what needed to happen. And a lot of that credit to Jaden Williams, and Lincoln Perry.
For Perry, that's his 10th carry. It's been a tough 13 yards.
I was about to say, where's his yardage, man?
But he gets the last one the tough way, and Mason Shipley for the point after, which would make it a 2-score game. At this point, he does. It's 23-14.
Well, that's how you answer, and that's how you start the second half. Taking the momentum in from the first half, second quarter, and going into halftime, making a couple adjustments, having your offense take the opening drive and take 13 plays, 75 yards, but more importantly, 6 minutes and 56 seconds off the clock. That's a key.
100%. Timeout on the field with the Bobcats by 9 at 23-14. We're back in a moment on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
At Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos, we are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
Hi there. This is Steve Eisen, founder of Texas Ranger Whiskey. Texas Ranger Whiskey is a blended whiskey made in the Texas Hill Country. It has hints of vanilla, caramel, nuts. Average age is 6 years on the blends. Texas Ranger Whiskey has a smooth finish and legendary taste. Try out new flavors: peach, peanut butter cup, and coconut pecan. Texas Ranger Whiskey, shot from the hip.
Cities.
Texas State football tonight, brought to you by Rebecca Creek Distillery. Bobcats take the opening possession, second half, go 75 yards in 13 plays, almost 7 minutes off the clock, and take a 23-14 lead over the Mean Green here.
Yeah, 6 for 7 in the air, 73 yards. 6 rushes for 7 yards. It seems like it had more impact than that, but it was a run after catches. Really had an impact on that last drive.
Yeah, exactly. Jaden Williams today, 7 catches, 143 yards. He got 103 yards after contact.
Yeah.
So, Williams, and thinking back, I mentioned earlier he had the big day at Sam Houston, 10 catches. Having a big one here today, came in with 49 grabs, 652 yards for the senior transfer out of Boston College. Committed to Tulane originally as a football and a basketball player, so you know he's an athlete.
Yeah.
Just in case you had any questions.
Yeah, a lot of these guys chose to play this game as seniors and fifth-year seniors, and man, he's having a huge impact so far in this game. And the game's long from being over, too. We're going to need him some more.
Here is Beckham Sunderland, ready to kick it away. Miles Coleman standing back at the goal line. Sunderland will kick this one away from left to right. High driving kick. Coleman will let this one land out of the back of the end zone. Again, Brendan Franke into the transfer portal. I believe is committed to Indiana. Cats brought him here to do just that, and he did it with such stunning regularity throughout the regular season. I know I make a big deal out of that over the course of the season, but you just can't overstate it. When you keep it out of the hands of some of the return men that you run across and just make them start at the 25, don't give them the opportunity for the big momentum-shifting play there. So 1st and 10 for Mestemaker. He's got 2 receivers right and 1 left on first down. He'll hand it away, and the Cats are in the backfield quickly. Not sure if it was Porter or McGill. It was neither. It was Sibley, the freshman, pushes ahead for 2 yards to the 27. Second down and 8.
Staying with 11 personnel.
Play action by Mestemaker. Pressured, steps up, flips it out. Sibley with the catch. James Neal's got him wrapped up at the 31, and finally Sibley goes down.
Good job by, who's that, Nunnery? That was Neal.
It was Neal.
Yeah, that was Neal on that one. Nice job of coming up and making the hit right after the reception.
So we got
That's
4
3rd and
yards.
4, yeah.
I got 4 yards to the 31. It's a 3rd and 4. Gabe Blair, who is the starting left tackle today, he hadn't played all season for North Texas, came in late on a block there. Was close to getting flagged. 3rd down. Mestemaker to throw. Pressure comes, he leaves the pocket rolling left. Throws deep, caught by Ward across midfield at about the 46 in Bobcat territory. Bobcats did a nice job to come up and make him throw the football. I think that was James Neal who broke out of a short zone and came up to make Mestemaker get rid of it.
Officials timeout for an injured player on the offense.
It was Kiefer Sibley who was injured. He already ran off the field with his near side on his own. So,
well, that's a lot of practicing scramble drill and practice. When your quarterback is out there scrambling like Mestemaker is doing, then these receivers are taught how to go in those soft areas of the zone. And I tell you, Ward is doing a great job. I see he made some of his best catches in that scenario already here tonight.
That's his 3rd catch, 66 yards for Ward. Coming in at 36 on the season. One of those impact players. They were going to know it was a handoff, inside handoff to Miles Coleman, and he is buried by Jalason Landry at midfield.
I think Landry came inside the gap, and no one picked him up because it was a straight, right outside. Yeah, he missed the block. He beat the block and hit the running back right in the mouth in the backfield.
Bobcats' 4th tackle for loss. Sets up a 2nd and 14. Ball resting at the 50. Trips to the left, 2 receivers right. It's an empty backfield. Man in motion, Wyatt Young. Snap back, Mestemaker throwing deep down the sideline, and it's incomplete. He wanted Landon Sides. Sides had not turned around yet, and the ball sailed right by his head, and it will be third down.
That was a double out by two of the receivers on the same side, and then he went for the deep one, and I don't think Sides was expecting at all, but now it's a huge third and long. Boy, if you can hold him here and get the ball back, it would be huge.
Terry Webb checks in at the interior. He's got Jalason Landry with him. Khalil Alexander. Cats are a little small at the interior here, 3rd and 14.
You're one-on-one with number 2 receiver to the wide side of the field, and you're in and out on the outside guys with only one safety.
Snap back. It's a handoff to the middle. It's Porter. He got 3 yards to the 47, and that's it. It's going to be 4th down and 11.
How about Terry Webb blowing that up, Clint? He was in there, did a nice job playing off the block and then making the tackle.
You know, I got to say, here's your radio visual for the night. Our replay monitor is actually a live feed of this game, and it's running about 5 seconds behind real time.
Yeah.
So if you need to see something right after the play's over, you just kind of look up in the booth here, and you actually get to watch it again.
Pretty nice.
It's the little thing. Sawyer Evans to punt. Bo Sparks standing back at his 10. Evans just going to try to lob wedge this one down the field. Sparks going to let this one land at the 10. It takes a big Bobcat bounce and goes right into the end zone. Y'all like the lob wedge reference? I know y'all know what that means. That one didn't check up for him, though. It goes off the backside of the green, and the Cats will have it 1st and 10 at the 25.
I think every adult that's listening, though, understands that terminology big time. That's a big series that for the defense. Huge series.
Cats are going to have it at the 20, 1st down and 10. We've got a timeout on the field here with 5:13 to play in the 3rd. We'll go ahead and take it, too. Back in a moment. Cats with a 23-14 lead and the ball back when we come back on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
I'll be honest. I love clearance sales for the great prices, but what I really love is the thrill of the hunt. And right now at Kohl's Ultimate Clearance Event, there are so many hidden gems waiting to be discovered. I just went and saved 70% on cute dresses, cozy sweaters, pajamas for my whole family, and that was just the start. So if you also enjoy seeking out big savings, get to Kohl's, where the hunt is on. Select styles, offers end January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Are you ready for some Bobcat football? Want to show up to your next tailgate in style? Text TXFARM to 83200 for your chance to win a Bobcats-themed tailgate package. One lucky winner will get a complete tailgate package that includes tents, chairs, coolers, koozies, and more. Register to win this amazing tailgate package by texting TXFARM to 83200. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of Texas State Athletics.
Welcome back to the SERVPRO First Responder Bowl in Dallas, Texas, with a score of Texas State 23. The Mean Green from North Texas State University is 14.
2024 Texas State football season brought to you by HEB, by Christus Santa Rosa Hospital, San Marcos, and by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Bobcats about to get the ball back. Defense surrenders a 1st down, but then stiffens, forces the punt, which goes into the end zone. Texas State will have it 1st down and 10. Bobcats are the final Sun Belt team playing in the postseason this year. South Alabama started it off with a win over Western Michigan in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl, 30-24, I think it was. James Madison beat Western Kentucky 27-17 in the Boca Raton Bowl. Sam Houston beat Georgia Southern 31-26 in the New Orleans Bowl. UTSA beat Coastal Carolina 44-15 in Myrtle Beach. Arkansas State got past Bowling Green 38-31 in the 68 Ventures Bowl, and TCU knocked off Louisiana 34-3 in the New Mexico Bowl. One game after us today, the Dukes Mayo Bowl.
Yeah. Mayonnaise,
that is, which gets dumped on people at the end of the day. get you some of that. 1st and 10, Bobcats.
First down.
Jordan McLeod in the offense. He's got Perry in the backfield with him. Receivers, 2 right, 1 left. He's got a tight end left as well. Now Perry will shift to the right side of McLeod on 1st down and 10. Snap is back. Perry with the handoff. Looking for a little crease. Not a lot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white shirts.
What they're doing is they show that there's a soft box, but as they play, there's actually 7 mean green defenders in the box. That's hard when you're trying to run something like a counter GT or something, and you're pulling guys. There's no push.
They've got 5 across the back end. 2 receivers right, 1 left here. On 2nd and 8. Again, handoff Perry. He's got a seam, bounces left. 30, 35. Cuts up toward the 40, goes airborne, and he'll cross the 40. And they're going to put him down right at the 40. That's a gain of 18 and a 1st down. That's vision, that's bounce, that's burst by Lincoln Perry.
That's vision first. He sees the field. You're right, Clinton. He's got great balance and burst. They lost containment on the short inside of the field, and Lincoln Perry makes him pay for it.
Perry to the 40, 1st down and 10. Bobcats, 19th 1st down of the afternoon. Receivers 2 left, tight end left as well. McLeod pulls it this time, being pressured, rolling right. Got away, he'll get the edge, running near side to the 45, and he's bumped as he gets to the 45, 46-yard line. In the end, he's going to get about 6, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. That Braylon,
it looked like someone jumped.
Braylon Charles got in there quickly.
I'll tell you what.
And he was right there, and then McLeod just ran away from him.
Yeah, well, I thought they could have thrown that, offsides right there.
Here's Perry on 2nd down and 4. Trying to bounce left and
no push
to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, no push up front. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. It was not Braylon Charles. It was Fadafehi Valea.
Valea got in there. Valea.
He was the one who was actually chasing McLeod on the previous play. So Cats looking at a 3rd and 4, and they'll go empty center.
And another big 3rd down to convert and move the chains, run the clock, keep your offense on the field.
Down to almost 3 minutes here on the Cats' 2nd possession of the quarter. Trips to the left, which includes Perry out of the backfield, split all the way to the side. Now Connor Fox in motion, back to the formation. McLeod wants to keep it. Tried to bounce left and can't. He stood up as he got to the 47.
Well, they give him a bad spot, too. Goodness gracious. That's a bad spot. They must have. We can't hear the whistles up here, obviously, but they must have blown it early. That's a bad series. You had to pick up a 1st down or 2 at least to move the football and get yourself in better field position, at least kick a field goal on this drive.
So here is Lars Rao and the punt team. Miles Coleman standing back at the 15-yard line. Rao on the year averaging just under 36 yards a kick. And again, it's the right call to punt. I don't think you're faking here, and he's not. Rao, nice spiral. High, turns over. Coleman, fair catch called, makes it at about the 9. And that's where North Texas will have it.
That's a good punt there, Clint.
Now they're going to call it the 10. It's a 43-yard punt by Rao.
43-yard punt. Fair call by number 13, Coleman.
And that's where North Texas is going to have it with 2:01 to play here in the half. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here and kind of reset for the final 2 minutes of this 3rd quarter. Back to your point there, the Bobcats with a chance to, as we were talking off air, if you could find the 1st downs to put together a drive and go get a touchdown here, make it 30-14, you really kind of start to turn the screws a little bit. So really it's a disappointing possession to come out from your 20. You pick up a 1st, you get 6 yards on 1st down, but then you go nothing and 1.
Yeah,
you got to punt it away.
Yeah, you really do, because this kind of offense that North Texas run and their schemes, they can score on one play, and they already set the FBS record of one-play scores than any other team in the country. So they can strike at any time, and you just can't let up on the pedal. Once you get them down, once your team has offense, you have to put more points on the board. And the sad thing about it is just there was no 1st downs out of that series. It was too quick.
Cats have the only points of the third, as Jeff talked about at halftime. This North Texas team, really good in the third quarter. Scored 30% of their points in that quarter. They've outscored opponents 121-72 in the third. Right now, the Bobcats have the only points of this third quarter. They've turned a 16-14 lead into a 23-14 lead, but obviously a long way to go in front of a great crowd tonight.
And if I may, this is probably the best time to do it something that's a little personal to me. Is to kind of get a shout out to my dad. He was a 3-year letterman for at that time as North Texas State University, the Mean Green, from 1949 to 1951. His freshman year, he played at Baylor, but wanted to be closer to home, so he went to North Texas State. He was their starting defensive end, and his name is Bob Gandy. They named him the Rock. He was a defensive end, so a little shout out to him. He's no longer here, but I know he's probably listening, and I know he's enjoying the football game. You know, his son calling Texas State and watching his alma mater play at the same time. So anyway, just a little bit of a personal note right there.
Absolutely. Glad to know of the Rock's time at North Texas.
After playing at North Texas, he went into the Marine Corps. That's the kind of guy he was.
Resuming play.
So North Texas, 1st and 10. They'll start at their own 10-yard line. Mestermaker and the offense on. Man in motion, Wyatt Young from the left side to the right side. Single back in the backfield is Porter. Mestermaker play action. He's throwing. Got Ward. Look out. He's got midfield. Ward being chased down. Still on his feet at the 40. Near side, he steps out of bounds inside the Bobcats' 35-yard line. But a dart thrown by Mestermaker starts with time up front.
Sure did. And Ward is so good at running that deep post route, and he's able to do it behind the second level and right in between the safeties. The Bobcats were in cover 2, and it's just a good pass and catch, a well-executed play for first down.
57 yards for the first. Here comes Wyatt Young in motion from the right side to the left side this time. Snap is back to Mestermaker. Has time now being pressured. He flips it out to Porter, who makes a one-handed catch at about the 31, and then he is busted right there at the 31. Bryce Bass peeled back. Was that Jordan Polk, who was already there, and they sandwiched him in the middle, but that's a gain of about 3 yards down to the 30.
Yeah, defense has got to bow up right here. It's second and long.
Again, got to get some pressure. Mestermaker with that kind of time, and you see what he can do. He is not afraid to throw it down the field, and it's been that way since the onset tonight. Trips to the left in a tight triangle.
Watch across the field right here.
Single receiver. It's a tunnel screen coming this way, landing sides. Bobcats do a pretty nice job to defend it. He's got the catch. He's inside the 30 to the 26.
That was Grogan on the tackle. And again, he's the guy who's having to see a lot of action tonight because of the absence of some of the other players.
Snap back from Mestermaker. Throwing out deep. It's almost intercepted. Bobby Crosby read the quick out. North Texas went quickly, and Crosby jumped the route. He had an interception in this game a year ago. He stepped in front of Miles Coleman and knocks it away, and it's 4th down.
Well, that would have been a pick six big time right there. Wow, he was just a half a second off. Big 4th down here.
Crosby to the wide side of the field. Watch the replay of it. Boys pounding himself in the helmet. He'd have run off into the Mockingbird Lane night if he'd have come up with that.
Tell you what, this Bobcat crowd is going nuts.
4th down, about 3. Mestermaker in the offense wants to throw, 4-man rush. Does throw, quick out. It's his tight end, makes the catch inside the 25. I don't think he got there.
Well, it depends on where they spot the ball.
Yeah, right there, he is short.
He's short.
Had to get to the 23, and he got to the 24.
Short. Ball goes on the line down.
They're going to look at it, I'm sure, but he was short.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I just looked up and saw the tail end of the play on the monitor here in our booth, and he's a lot closer to the 23 than the 24. So I get the feeling this will get looked at.
Yeah, we got a stoppage of play right here.
The ruling on the field was that the pass was caught, but the receiver was short of the line to gain. Previous play is under review.
Ooh, I tell you what. He stepped out.
I don't know, Clint.
With his rear end basically straddling the 23, and I think the ball was in his right hand, which puts it on the upfield side of the line that he had to make. Wow. This is going to be something, because I think he had to get all of the 23 for the first. Here, watch it again, Jeff. He's got it at the 24. Look at it.
Yeah.
He's out of bounds, straddling the 23, but the ball's in his right arm, which is upfield toward the 24.
I think you're right. He's closer to the 24, which means he is about a half a yard short.
And his right foot comes down first out of bounds between the 24 and the 23 before his left foot lands on the other side of the 23. Well, big call right here with 22 seconds. And here is Greg Sujak.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
It sure
the runner
is.
did not make the line to gain. First and 10.
That's huge. Huge.
North Texas fans unhappy as you might imagine, but I think it's the right call, especially when you slow it down and you frame by frame it.
The fans in the stands really can't look at how we see it in slow motion.
That was Brandon Young Jr., freshman tight end at a Mansfield Legacy High School. Had offers from UNLV, Army, Air Force Academy. That right there just tells you the character of the young man with Army and Air Force officers. And the Cats have
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8, his first. 15-yard conduct from the 15-yard penalty from the succeeding spot. First and 10.
So the Cats are going to get 15 yards out of that.
Is that on Ward, number 8?
I'm not sure.
Or was it
they got a couple of number 8s.
Yeah,
George Brown, linebacker, and Damon Ward, Jr., receiver.
I bet it's a linebacker.
Nope, it was Damon Ward. Well, that's what Stat Broadcast is telling me, so we'll go with that. Here's McLeod. Play action, throws left. Chris Don Jr., if he can make a man miss, look out, but he can't. Well, he's still fighting, however. He's still fighting. He's across the 40-yard line. That's a whole lot of fighting for 3 yards to the 42.
He was one guy. If he could get where the one guy, I think he would have broke it.
Absolutely. 4 with 3, and now we got a man down for North Texas.
Whoever was tackling Don,
was
that's
right
him.
there at the tackle.
Officials timeout for an injured player on the defense. It is not the end of the quarter.
There's 3 seconds left.
Bobcats in the home maroons today. The gold bottoms, kind of the classic Texas State home look. The gold bottoms, maroon tops, gold numbers, front and back, Texas State, or Bobcats rather, across the front, player name above the number on the back, and the gold helmets with the maroon Super Cat logo on either side, maroon face mask as well. North Texas, green bottoms, white tops, the green helmets with the white wings on either side.
Yeah, it's 4?
It is 4.
That's Brian Nelson II. They probably want him out there.
Probably.
Pretty productive defensive back with coming into today's game with 4 interceptions. Had 3 interceptions the last 4 games.
He's been tied up with Jaden Williams quite a bit. And he's had his moments. Now, Jaden Williams had his moments as well. He's got 7 catches for 143 yards. So,
hey, he's
and a TD. They'll wind the clock here, and that'll get us to the end.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So the Cats get the only points of that third quarter. We go to our final 15 minutes with Texas State up by 9, 23-14, and looking at a second down and about 7 to open the fourth quarter. We're back after this on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Rebecca Creek Distillery. We built the first distillery in the South in 100 years since Prohibition right here in San Antonio. We are located at 281 and Bulverde Road. We are open Wednesday through Sundays with live music, barbecue, dog park, and tours every hour. Come check out our new sports bar and watch the game. At Rebecca Creek Distillery, come taste Rebecca Creek Whiskey, Texas Ranger Whiskey and flavors, and Enchanted Rock Vodka and flavors. From all of us here at Rebecca Creek Distillery, please sip responsibly.
Hey there, Texas State fans. Dan Christensen here, founder of DJC Law. We at DJC Law are proud to be the exclusive personal injury law firm partner of Texas State Athletics. And just like the Bobcats on the field, our entire team fights hard for every yard and every client. If you're injured in an accident, experience the winning combination of our team's experience and results. Call us 24/7 at 512-888-9999. That's 512-888-9999. And get your justice. TeamJustice.com. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Welcome back to the SERVPRO First Responder Bowl in Dallas, Texas, at Gerald Ford Stadium here on the Southern Methodist University campus. But the score is your Texas State Bobcats 23, the Golden Green, I should say, North Texas State University's 14. Your third quarter stats are brought to you by Christus Santa Rosa Hospital of San Marcos. 368 yards of total offense for the Bobcats, 283 of that in the air, 85 on the ground. Jordan McLeod is 23 for 30 for 283 yards and 1 touchdown. The top rusher is Lincoln Perry, 12 rushes for 33 yards, 1 touchdown. Torrance Burgess, 6 carries for 23 yards, and Daryl Hankins, 4 for 18. In the air, 6 different receivers have made catches. Williams, 7 for 4, 143 yards and 1 touchdown. Bo Sparks, 4 for 54 yards. Lincoln Perry, 4 for 32 yards. And Chris Don Jr., 4 receptions for 31 yards. On the other side, for North Texas, 337 total yards of offense. Most of that in the air, 296 yards. Only 41 yards on the ground. Messmaker is 21 for 33, 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. On the ground, McGill, 4 carries, 23 yards. Silsby, 2 rushes for 18 yards. In receiving, 8 different receivers have made catches. Coleman, 6 for 104 yards, 1 touchdown. And Jared Ward, 4 receptions for 123 yards. Sides, 3 for 34 yards. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. But the score is 23-14, Texas State. And the third quarter summary has been brought to you by Christus Santa Rosa Hospital of San Marcos, proud to be the official healthcare provider and partner of Texas State Bobcat Athletics. Clint?
All right, thank you, Jeff. Here we go. Fourth quarter from Dallas. Tonight, Texas State 2nd and 7 with a 23-14 lead. Sparks will go through the backfield left to right. Texas State will turn and go right to left for the final quarter here. Blitz coming. McLeod, screen set up. It's Titus Lyons with the catch. Gets out of a tackle. Almost gets out of a second. He's got the 48-yard line. He got 6 of the 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Got to pick it up here at midfield.
Absolutely,
got to pick it up. Connor Fox checks in, so you got 2 tight ends.
Titus' 5th catch of the year. Shed the 1 tackler. Had he gotten out of the second, might have run for a little bit. 3rd and short. Man in motion through the backfield is Jaden Williams. Here's McLeod. Here's Hankins. Stutter stepped, and I don't think he got it.
He didn't.
Just no push. Nothing got carved down. Hankins with a little bit of a stutter step, then tried to get going again and couldn't. So it's 4th and a full 1.5 yards here.
Yeah, the defensive look and the scheme for North Texas, it's different. We've got 3 defensive linemen, but everyone's blitzing the gap. And they're very fast and quick up front. And the linebackers and nickelback comes in off the edge.
18 on the play clock. The offense stays on. Receivers go two right. One of those is Lions. Fox, tight end, is lined up tight left. Single receiver left as well. They are crowding the box on 4th and 2. Here's Hankins to the middle. He bangs his way to midfield and pops out the other side for a first down.
Boy, you had to get that. Oh, my goodness. You had to have that.
No hesitation that time out of Dion. Just got the motor running, put the helmet down, and that was the first thing that popped out, obviously. On the other side was the gold helmet. Right there at midfield. Well, Texas will back it up now. 2 deep safety look here. 4 up front.
Soft coverage down here on Hobart.
Yeah, you do indeed. McLeod with Hankins standing to his left. Play action. He'll throw that way. Hobart with the catch inside the 45. He's knocked down right there. Good sure tackle that time by Taylor Starling at a South Oak Cliff.
I'll take 7 yards on first down anytime. If they're going to give Hobart that kind of cushion, go to Hobart.
We're going to give him 6 to the 44. He's second down and 4. Cats at the line and ready to go, but not in a hurry. Hankins will go right at McLeod. Fox will line up tight left. In that wing set, Titus Lyons is outside on the left as well, along with Hobart. Single receiver right. It's single coverage as well. McLeod handoff. Hankins spinning his way ahead. He stretches out. He's going to be short of the first down by about half a yard, although they're going to back him up to the 41.
Shane Woodard, outside Sam linebacker. I tell you, he came down hard, lined up into the boundary, and he came hard off the edge, but didn't make it.
Cat's going to go fast here. Play action. McLeod wants to throw, does. Long throw, right side, caught. Jaden Williams trying to make a man miss. Can't. He's at the 30, and he's twisted down there inside the 30 at the 29. But again, that's 3rd down and 1. You're thinking run maybe. You're soft on the edge a little bit, and Jordan McLeod just sees it, tucks it away in his head, and he goes right there.
Yeah, that might have been on Tejada that time. I think Tejada was out there on Williams one-on-one, and again, you got to give him a little bit of coverage, a little bit of cushion, I should say. And that is Tejada out there covering him. Yep. That's probably their best defender right there.
We'll swap out 4 interior linemen, 10 on the play clock for McLeod. Hankins to his right. McLeod talking to his receivers, and the Cats want a timeout here.
Charge timeout, Texas State. Number 1.
They're in plus territory.
Media timeout.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, they're in plus territory and they want to go that up-tempo. When they get into the red zone, that's when things kind of start slowing down.
Yep.
And I don't think they're quite as sharp, and they don't know exactly what they want to do, so they're changing out personnel, and they got caught in a situation we got to take the timeout.
And they had 10 on the play clock when they moved away from the football, and we were allowed to, they were allowed to snap it, but didn't have the look that they wanted, the personnel that they wanted necessarily. And G.J. Kinney says 1st and 10 rather than push it. Again, you go back to what we were talking about earlier. You got a chance to stretch this out to as many as 16 points here.
Yeah.
You want to make use of these final 29 yards and a first down, so they want to make sure they're on the right page. And
I tell you what, you definitely can get 3 points out of this, but you really need 7, as we can witness. They're just one play away of getting in the end zone. So You have to keep scoring touchdowns against this North Texas team.
Timeout on the field, so we'll step aside. We're right back after this on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Christus Santa Rosa Hospital, San Marcos. We are proud to provide comprehensive health care to our San Marcos and Central Texas families. From advanced cardiovascular, bariatrics, orthopedic, and surgical care to 24/7 emergency care. In partnership with a team of dedicated primary and specialty care physicians, we are privileged to care for our rapidly growing San Marcos and Central Texas communities. We're here when you need us, bringing more physicians, more services, and more technology closer to home. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital, San Marcos. Your health, your life, our purpose.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Enchanted Rock Vodka. Enchanted Rock Vodka is a premium vodka made in the Texas Hill Country using limestone filtered water. Enchanted Rock Vodka is 10-time distilled, gluten-free, frost filtered, and has a crisp, clean finish. Also try our new flavors, blueberry, watermelon, and pink lemonade made with real fruit. Enchanted Rock Vodka, follow your spirit.
Texas State men's basketball continues their road swing into Sun Belt Conference play. They drop a tough one last night at Marshall, 80-73. The Cats will be in Boone, North Carolina tomorrow to take on the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. I'll have the call for that one starting at 11:30 in the morning with the pregame, 12 noon tip-off Texas time. So I got to get out of here and get ready to get back to work in the morning. Cats back on the road for 2 more next week at Troy on Thursday and Southern Miss on Saturday. Texas State women open with a win at Marshall. Dropped one to Georgia State last night. They get James Madison tomorrow afternoon at 2 inside Strand Arena. We got a 1st and 10 here for the Cats at the 29. Going right to left, the North Texas 29. McLeod to throw. In the pocket, steps up, throwing deep middle. It's intercepted at the 10-yard line. Back to the 20 and has his feet cut out from under him there. But McLeod throws the pick, and the Cats a chance to extend the lead, but the turnover, the first of the day by the Bobcats offense, gives it back to North Texas. Evan Jackson makes the interception, his 3rd of the year.
Yeah, McLeod was looking for Holbert. Holbert wasn't really looking at that time, but that safety was playing basically center field. They played that 3 deep or that cover 2 invert, where that center field or the free safety plays like a robber, and he's just eyeballing to see if anybody's coming up in the middle of the post. He's able to step in front. That's what happened that last play.
Yep. Crowd getting back into it now. 23-14, Texas State, but North Texas with the ball back at the 22. Yep.
Here we go. It's going to be an out.
Maker, play action. Looking left, throwing left, and it's caught. Landon sides, goes up in the air to get it in front of Jordan Polk at the 35. It'll be a 1st down. Polk comes up limping a little bit. He'll take himself out of the game. I said Polk, I think sides is what I meant.
1st down.
Pretty good coverage on the time sides,
right there.
But a little push off by sides as well to be able to get that separation.
Trips to the right. Now man in motion going right to left. Handoff to the middle. Couple of tough yards is McGill, I think. Yep, bangs his way to the 38, 39. Where are they going to put him down? Right about the 39.
You definitely sense a little bit of urgency by this. By this North Texas offense.
Two receivers right again. Tight end lined up right as well. Now McGill will empty the backfield.
Way too much cushion. Way too much cushion.
Wants to look left. Now comes back middle. He's running. He's going to be sacked. From behind, Jalason Landry, who's had a heck of a game, especially in this second half, will get the sack back at the 38-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's 3rd down and 7.
It's a good deal, too, because there was a wide open crosser. His free safety's playing way too deep. He needs to be up there like in a robber position where he can take that crosser.
Trips to the left, single receiver right. 3rd and 7. They like to run the little tunnel screen action out of that trips set out there. Maker looking middle, throwing middle, and it's caught. This is Ward, and he's busted by Traylon Payne as he goes down at the 48-yard line. He'll pick up the 1st down. That's a gain of 10 and a 1st.
Always need to know where Ward is, right?
And we got whistles.
Officials timeout for an injured player on the defense.
We got a Bobcat down here.
And you hear some of the boos starting
this
already.
This might be Landry, actually, who is down after the play. It'll be a 1st down, North Texas at the Texas State. Now check that, the Mean Green 48. Sorry about that.
I tell you what, Clint, to me, it's all that's being set up, but they have not enough, those receivers have enough time to get open in the middle, is because there's such great offensive line protection. It's taken all 3 to 4 seconds, and you got to get some pressure to them. You just have to disrupt him, and somehow, some way, you got to get back there.
So they continue to look at Jalason Landry here.
Mr. Maker is 23 for 35, 319 yards, 2 touchdowns. Goodness gracious.
Landry walking off the field under his own power to the far side. North Texas with the 1st down, their 18th of the day. They've got 319 through the air. Cats have 307. Cats have 90 on the ground to 44 for North Texas. Receivers, 2 to either side here on first down and 10. I think McGill's in the backfield with Mestemaker. He'll swing it to him out of the backfield. Look out. Near side 40, 35. Run down finally by Chris Mills and Bobby Crosby, but not until he's inside the 25-yard line to the 23. I don't know if that was Traylon Payne or who had him out of the backfield, but he whiffed on him at about the 40-yard line.
That's Kenny Haynes right there. Bad angle. He got picked trying to get out there. He had him going one-on-one. Kenny Haynes had McGill one-on-one in the backfield, but he gets picked.
This will also be immediate timeout.
Trying to see where they marked him down. The 23-yard line. You got another Bobcat down on the back end of the play here, which elicited more boos from the North Texas crowd, which is set up on the home side. North Texas bench is here on the home side. The Bobcats are occupying the opposite side, the visitor sideline, even though they are the home team here. And there was some unhappy reactions from Bobcat players on the field, as there was some jawing coming from the North Texas players on the sideline as well over a Bobcat player being down. So media timeout as well. We're back after this on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Rebecca Creek Whiskey. Rebecca Creek Whiskey is a blended whiskey made in the Texas Hill Country. It is made with rye, yellow corn, malted barley, 4 to 8 years on the average age of the blends. Rebecca Creek Whiskey is made with limestone filtered water. Try our award-winning whiskey. Rebecca Creek Whiskey, fine-tuned whiskey.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletic season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
8:47 to play in the ball game. 23-14, Texas State on top by 9. North Texas, however, with a catch and run of 29 yards out of the backfield to Mackenzie McGill Jr.
When you take a look at North Texas total offensive yards so far, they have 392 yards total offense. 348 of that is just in the air. They only have 44 yards on the ground. It's all pass, but I'll tell you, they are very efficient in how they do it.
Eric Morris, of course. Harold is one of those offensive geniuses in the land of college football. Second season as the head coach here at North Texas.
Came from Washington State before North Texas.
Offensive coordinator there. He was the head coach at Incarnate Word. Bobcat fans will painfully remember that, obviously.
Oh, 2021, right?
21, was it? Yeah. 21. When Incarnate Word won in San Marcos behind some guy named Cam Ward at quarterback.
Yeah. Never heard of him.
On their way to the FCS semis that year. Native of Shallow Water, just north of Lubbock, Texas Tech alum, played with Graham Harrell and others under Mike Leach. Back to play here, 1st and 10, North Texas at the 23. Play action. Oh, Mestemaker's hit. The ball is loose. May have been recovered by an offensive lineman. The Cats are saying that they've got it, and they do. Mestemaker got blindsided, and Khalil Alexander comes out with the football.
That was the time. Oh, it was a safety blitz.
It was Jordan Polk who got there and knocked the ball loose from Mestemaker from his blind side. Never saw him coming.
That's the first time we've seen that blitz all night long. They came at the right time. Unblocked and just hit Mestemaker in the back.
Lots of whistles, as I think they're just trying to
They
get
want
the
play.
offense and defense.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll here. And they just blew the play clock in.
First down, Texas State.
That was a huge defensive play right there.
Play clock running at 15. Cats will start at their own 38. Under 10 now. Receivers 2 right, 1 left. With 6, with 5. McLeod is ready. And he'll hand it away. This is Hankins. Bounces right, takes on 2 tacklers, lost the ball.
He was already down.
It's hard to say.
He was
The
down.
umpire had his hand raised in the air as though he were down, and now there's a flag that comes after the play.
He was down.
Number 16, Smith, flags on play.
Somebody was jawing at the official, too.
I got to say, that may have been something said to the official, because I was watching the replay for something amongst the players, and there really wasn't anything.
Ruling on the field is that the runner was down before the ball became loose. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, his first, number 32, on the defense.
That is Wisłowski, the linebacker.
From the succeeding spot, 1st and 10.
Ethan Wisłowski, sophomore out of McKinney-Boyd High School.
Well,
3rd on team in tackles as a redshirt freshman a year ago.
Well, ball control's at a premium right now.
Sure
Just
is.
hang on to the ball because they're going to be doing everything they can to rip it.
That pushes it to the 43 after the penalty. 43 in North Texas territory, that is. Handoff. Perry bounces left and then puts his head down and goes middle, and he's knocked down by Chavez Brown.
Lincoln Perry with the carry.
He'll lose a yard back to the 44. I don't know if it's just to keep them honest or what.
I don't
There's
know.
nothing there. Cat's getting no push.
That counter GT has not played well against this style of defense all games long. I don't know why they keep running it. If you're going to run it, run the zone.
Cats will go 2 receivers right, 1 left. 5-man front. There's some movement up front, and there's a flag, and Jordan McLeod throws it deep, but this will be a dead ball because you had offsides with contact. I don't know if that's 95 or 15. It's
That's
95.
95.
Yeah, Braylon Charles.
That's frustration right there.
Made his first career
Offside
start
by contact,
this
number
season.
95. Defense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
At Florida Atlantic, had 5 tackles, a sack versus East Carolina. But he's whistled for 5 yards there. That'll push it down to the 39 and set up 2nd down and call it 5.
Yeah.
Perry to the left of McLeod. Now he'll switch over to the right. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end is lined up tight right as well. That's Connor Fox. Blitz look coming from the mean green here. Off this near side edge. Taylor Starling cut in like he was going to come, and now he'll back out. North Texas shifts to a 3-man front. Handoff Perry. He'll shift right. Little jump cut, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. I think he's going to be just short.
That's a good call right there. Good, safe call.
Inside the 35 to the 34, and the Cats now with 3rd down and a yard. It's actually probably less than a yard.
Just take your time, pick up a 1st down here, move the chains, and eat some more clock eat some more time off the clock.
Game clock goes under 7 minutes. Receivers 2 right, 1 left. Connor Fox shifts to the left side this time. 7-man front here for North Texas. It's Perry to the middle, puts his head down and smashes ahead and pops out the other side. He'll have the 1st down. Man, that's just...
It's just running into a wall.
Absolutely.
That's all it is.
7 white shirts against 6 maroon shirt blockers, and you're just relying on Perry to find a little wedge and burrow through it. Give him 2 to the 32. That'll be a new 40 seconds. The clock at 6:20 and running. Cats, who can go amongst the fastest of anybody in college football, content right here to run the clock. McLeod, clap of the hands. He'll give it to Perry again to the middle. Twisted down at the 30.
If you notice that time there was no pulling, no gaps scheme. It was all zone block and man on man. Let's get after it.
Straight ahead.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Jaden Williams is split wide right. Bo Sparks in the slot right. Chris Dawn out here by himself on the left. Cats will stay with that 11 personnel, one tight end. That's Connor Fox. He'll split to the right side tight this time. Perry to the left of McLeod. And you've got movement on both sides, and Emeka Abibo.
This to go back 5.
Yeah, moves forward for the Bobcats here. It'll be a false start.
False start, number 65, offense. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
We'll push it back to the 35.
That makes it 5 penalties for 44 yards for the Bobcats.
They'll stop the clock momentarily, and they'll wind it again at 5:25. 2nd and 13 for the Cats at the 35-yard line. 2 down, 2 standing in that front 4 for North Texas here. 10 on the play clock as Jordan McLeod content to let it roll. He's got man coverage far side of the field. He'll pull it, he'll run that way, run pass option, and he decides to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah. He wasn't going to fool anybody that time, particularly Jalen Smith, the outside linebacker we've commented several times. Played a good game. It just wasn't going to fool him at all. You can only run it between the guards so many times before you're going to have to pull it.
McLeod's playing with a wrap on his right calf in this second half. Didn't start the night that way. 3rd down and 13, 4 receivers. 2 on either side. Lincoln Perry to the left of McLeod. He wants to throw. Steps up, dropped the ball. Had it knocked out of his hand. North Texas saying they've got it. I think they do. On a fumble, they do. Pocket collapse. McLeod wanted to throw it deep, and as he stepped up, somebody reached out, swiped a hand on it.
It just looked lackadaisical.
Kind of did.
By everyone on the offense, offensive line and McLeod. Offensive line looked slow and weak.
Fadafehi Valea came around the edge and swatted the ball out. North Texas able to recover it. It was Braylon Charles, I think, who came up with the fumble.
You just can't let off at all. You can't let up one bit on this team.
Well, it's been a pretty cleanly played in a lot of ways games, as we've got a timeout on the field. Our last 4 possessions have ended on downs, an interception, and then back-to-back fumbles. So it's
pretty even, huh?
Muddied up a little bit here in the last few minutes with 4:56 to play. The Cats lead at 23-14. We're back in a moment on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there. This is Steve Eisen, founder of Texas Ranger Whiskey. Texas Ranger Whiskey is a blended whiskey made in the Texas Hill Country. It has hints of vanilla, caramel, nuts. Average age is 6 years on the blends. Texas Ranger Whiskey has a smooth finish and legendary taste. Try our new flavors: peach, peanut butter cup, and coconut pecan. Texas Ranger Whiskey, shot from the hip.
Texas Disposal Systems is proud to be part of the San Marcos community since 2003. As the official waste and recycling sponsor for Texas State Athletics, we are committed to keeping the stadium clean and environmentally friendly. Bobcat fans, let's make a difference together. Do your part by recycling properly at all games. For more tips and info, visit TexasDisposal.com. Texas Disposal Systems. Noticeably different, noticeably better.
Visit syncmygame.com to learn how to sync up the radio call with the video on your TV, your computer, your mobile device. Simple process. You can do it from anywhere. Visit syncmygame.com to find out how. We've got 4:56 to play. 1 remaining media timeout coming at the 2-minute timeout. Texas State has 2 timeouts. North Texas has all 3. And the Mean Green about to get the football at their own 42 with 4:56 to play. Cats have turned it over on their last 2 possessions.
Yep.
As have the Mean Green, for all intents and purposes, with a turnover on downs and a fumble.
And they've got 3 fumbles, lost one of them recorded right now. 1-1 for Texas State.
Cats have a pick as well. Each team has 2 interceptions on the day. 2 receivers to either side. They are stacked for North Texas. On 1st down and 10 as we're back to play. Moving left to right from the right side hash mark. Mestamaker, little blitz coming. He's throwing deep down the left-hand side. Chris Mills in coverage. The ball's incomplete and the flag comes in. Now 2 flags come in.
That's uncatchable.
Way late.
Why is that interference when the ball can't not be caught?
Ball came up way short of everybody. The officials come together and talk about it.
Pass interference, defense, number 7. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, 1st and 10.
So that'll be a 1st down to the 43. With the 20th 1st down for North Texas on the day.
I'd call timeout right now. You're not even covering a man out there. Call timeout.
Agreed. Mestamaker looking for it.
It's wide open. Senior, don't got anybody covering.
It's Wyatt Young in the middle. He's inside the 5. He's down to the 1. It's going to be 1st down and goal.
Somebody ought to be saying timeout, coach. We're not lined up right. You got 3 receivers and 2 defenders, and the safety's drifting to the other side.
The Cats shifted to that 3-man front with a linebacker in the middle. That's 5-man front with a linebacker in the middle. That's 6 guys, and you had a trips to the left, and the guy in the middle was uncovered. And now it's 1st and goal. The Cats can substitute, and they will. They'll run on 2 late as North Texas ran on subs late. And we're set to go. Mestamaker's going to go under center.
Quarterback sneak.
Snaps back. He'll hand it away, and the Cats stack him up at the 1. It was McGill up the middle. And he stopped right there at the 1. Mackenzie McGill stuffed at the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 1. Cam Washington checked in the middle as part of that defensive substitution. Now Mestamaker will go back into the shotgun. Cats are lined up all across the board defensively.
Sides, quick slant.
Mestamaker, handoff. Mackenzie McGill. Did he get there? He did. Line judge near side says touchdown.
Well, it all started with a sack fumble on your quarterback.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Officials timeout for an injured player on the offense.
Got a North Texas player, as you heard, down after the play. McGill just straight ahead. Didn't need to get much, which was good because he didn't get much. I'm not even 100% sure he got in. Yeah, I guess he did. He landed right on the front of the goal line.
Well, I go back to it all started with that strip sack on McLeod. Just the offensive line was just not there, and it sets up this one big play, and then you have misalignment on the secondary of the Bobcats, and it leaves a guy wide open, sets you up for 1st down on the 1.
Kali Nguma for the point after, which is in the air, and it's good. 3:20 left on the day. Coming into the day, and Nguma was 51 of 51 on extra points. North Texas kickers have made 118 in a row coming in. They stay perfect with 3 today.
North Texas adds to their record of scoring touchdowns under 2 minutes. That went 3 plays, 58 yards, 1 minute and 36 seconds. And like we said, these guys can score at any time. You cannot let up at all when you're playing North Texas.
Announced attendance tonight, 28,725. In case you're curious, 26,542 a year ago.
Good stuff.
Cats and the Mean Green pack a few more in here tonight than last year.
Well, I tell you what, if this Bobcat team has really matured and become the team that we think it has, this is a series that you're going to have to take control of, move the football, move the chains, and score some points.
Here is Ford's kickoff. It'll land in the end zone, and Texas State will have it first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Only 3 plays, 58 yards to get in the end zone in a minute 36.
Well, Texas State's got to take control now. The momentum seems to have shifted over here on North Texas side of the bench. All momentum, and what they think they can pull this thing out. Texas State offense is going to have to take control of this game right here. And the line of scrimmage is where it's won. That's where the battle's being fought. And right now, I'd give it a little bit of notch of who's winning that war right now to North Texas.
Texas State from its own 25 will start moving right to left. They'll start on the right side hash. Lincoln Perry's in the backfield with McLeod to his left. 2 receivers on either side, and we've got whistles and a stoppage and a delay of game.
5-yard penalty.
What is that?
I don't know. Jordan McLeod turned around immediately to our referee and was gesturing and saying something. And suddenly it's first down and 15. So that'll push the ball back to the 20. Same 4 receiver set for McLeod. He'll send Perry out of the backfield left. Wants to throw, nothing there. Now he'll run. He's got some room. 25 and upended as he gets across the 25. I think you'd like to see him just dive ahead there rather than get his legs cut out from under him. But he gets all the way to the 27. He got the penalty yards back +2. It'll be second down. Clock running under 3 minutes now. Evan Jackson made the tackle there. Cats in no hurry. North Texas has all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout to come. 10 on the play clock, trips to the right. Single receiver left, North Texas.
Here they come.
Up along the line, showing blitz. Here they come. Perry has a seam, looking left, look out! 35-40, Perry to the middle, 50. Lincoln Perry, 30. Running away, 20. Perry to the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. There are no flags behind him.
When you put everybody up there at the line of scrimmage, if you break through that first wave, the opportunity to score and go all the way is there. And a good downfield block and not hold was made.
Chris
right there, Chris
on the outside edge.
That was the key.
Tied up his defender, didn't let him get loose and get running towards Lincoln Perry until Perry was already past him.
They're going to be flagged for excessive celebration. I guess it'll push it back on the extra point, but
usually on the kickoff.
Usually on the kickoff, okay.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct number 7 on the offense is first. The 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, I stopped looking at him. What did he do? He throw the ball in the stands or what?
I don't know. But you can't be happy you may score.
They've given the touchdown to North Texas on the scoreboard for a moment, which...
That 15 yards is going to be big, though, on the kicking off.
It will, yeah. And I'll tell you what's big right here is the extra point.
Yeah.
Makes it a 2-possession game. Right now it's 29-21. David Nunez to hold. Snaps a little high, but it's down. Shipley's kick through the pipes, and it's 30-21.
Wow. You take a risk by stacking up the defensive line like that to try to do it. And he broke through. Got out of the arm tackle of Evan Jackson, who just made the tackle on Jordan McLeod. Here's an excessive maybe. Yeah, he threw the ball in the stands.
Threw the ball in the stands. Welcome to the NFL of the 1970s.
Lincoln's smarter than that.
Yeah.
Lincoln's smarter than that. Come on.
Well, Cats go 2 plays, 60 yards. Hey, are we throwing objects on the field now?
Hey, that definitely helps your rushing statistics.
Yeah, sure does.
Do not throw objects onto the field.
Was it in the corner over there?
No.
End zone?
What if it's the football that got thrown in the stands? Throw it back.
Well, yeah, like the baseball, right?
That against the rules. All right, Beckham Sunderland will kick it from the 20, right to left. Not sure he's going to reach the end zone from 75. He'll give it a pretty good boot, though. And he'll get it all the way to the 5-yard line. Here comes Coleman to the 20. Oh, and he's popped as he gets across the 25-yard line.
Good coverage.
Cats were there. Who was that?
29.
29. Traylon Payne was up to finish him off at about the 28. That's where North Texas will have it, first down and 10. And off of a 15-yard penalty, you got to be happy with that. Put it in the end zone there at the 25. You've given up 3 yards there on the exchange. So,
all right, defense. Bobcat defense has got to rear itself up. Make a stop here. Make it real difficult, if anything.
2:20 to play. You got Terry Webb and Bryce Bass at the interior. Khalil Alexander, I think Joe Landry on the outsides. Here's Mestamaker. Snap is back. Throwing deep, and it's almost intercepted. Then a couple Bobcats run together. He wanted Ward. Trez Moore got the worst of that.
Yeah, he did.
As he ran into Darius Jackson right where the ball came down.
Officials timeout.
That's a friendly fire right there.
Sure is.
Well, they know they're going to be targeting Ward for sure.
Trez down, holding that lower left leg kind of down on his shins. That'll stop the clock with 2:14 on the incomplete pass.
Both Coleman and Ward have over 100 yards receiving so far. He's holding his knee, though.
Yeah, he is. He kind of went knee to knee or right below the knee with Darius Jackson as he came by. Jackson ran into Ward and then ran into Trez Moore. G.J. Kinney has come across the field to look in on Trez Moore as well. Moore, the transfer from UTEP, redshirt junior, originally out of St. Louis. Originally committed to South Dakota, all conference after he went the JUCO route at Iowa Western. We know some guys from Iowa Western.
Well, maybe one of those players that Coach Pevido brought over when he came over to be assistant defensive coordinator and linebacker coach, previously at UTEP. Is that Doc? Is that Doc walking across there?
Yeah, I think it is. Trez on his feet with some assistance headed back across the field. Mostly on his own, but walking slowly. Back toward the Bobcat sideline. Again, you hope this is nothing more than a really hard kind of leg-to-leg contusion type thing. Don't want to speculate, certainly, but he grabbed that leg immediately, and rightly so, because Darius Jackson caught him, quite literally bone to bone. You know what I'm talking about, just below your knee.
My knee hurts by just thinking about it.
Exactly, the front of your shin bones, I guess. Torrey Spears off the sideline to greet him as he reaches the far side. We'll get back to play. Again, 14 seconds away from the 2-minute timeout. I think the Duke's Mayo Bowl set to kick off about 3 minutes ago, so we're running a little late tonight.
Now we got Ward down here next to the sidelines.
Snap back, Mestamaker. He'll hand it off, and the Cats are ready for this. to the middle. I think goes McGill. Nope, going to be the freshman Sibley. He gets ahead to the 29-yard line. He got a yard, and that should get us to the 2-minute timeout. I don't think they can get lined up. Oh, they're going to give him to the 30-yard line. Wow.
Then he didn't even get close to that. Wow.
So they'll give him 2, and by give, I mean give him 2 to the 30, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll take it as well. 30-21, Bobcats on top. Back after this on the Texas State Sports Network. This is Bobcats football from Learfield.
Hi there, this is Steve Eisen, founder of Rebecca Creek Distillery. We built the first distillery in the South in 100 years since Prohibition right here in San Antonio. We are located at 281 and Bulverde Road. We are open Wednesday through Sundays with live music, barbecue, dog park, and tours every hour. Come check out our new sports bar and watch the game. At Rebecca Creek Distillery, come taste Rebecca Creek Whiskey, Texas Ranger Whiskey in flavors, and Enchanted Rock Vodka in flavors. From all of us here at Rebecca Creek Distillery, please sip responsibly.
I'll be honest, I love clearance sales for the great prices, but what I really love is the thrill of the hunt. And right now at Kohl's Ultimate Clearance Event, there are so many hidden gems waiting to be discovered. I just went and saved 70% on cute dresses, cozy sweaters, pajamas for my whole family, and that was just the start. So if you also enjoy seeking out big savings, get to Kohl's where the hunt is on. Select styles, offers end January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Don't forget, postgame tonight, our drive of the game coming up. Our impact performance of the night as well. At the moment, it was short in duration, but I think I've got the clubhouse leader for drive of the game.
Who could that be? Who could that be?
Maybe impact performance of the night as well.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. We'll really have to see. I mean, as you said, Lincoln Perry tonight, 17 carries, 114 yards. Now, 73 of them came on that one run.
It's okay. He's averaging 6.7 yards per carry. Yeah.
Now, Jaden Williams, on the other hand, 8 catches for 155 and a touchdown. 70 of his came on one play. Yeah. But he has really been solid tonight.
Absolutely. Every time he's had his hands on the ball, something's happened. He makes something happen.
3rd and 8, North Texas. As we get back to play here. Cats in a 4-man front. Single linebacker in the middle. That's Traylon Payne. Receivers go 3 left, 1 right. Single back in the backfield. Kiefer Sibley alongside Mestamaker. On 3rd and 8, and he'll send him left out of the backfield. Mestamaker wants to run, and he'll get the first down. Near sideline, 45, and he keeps going. Near side, 30, 20, 10, touchdown. He got to the edge, and instead of running out of bounds, he turned it upfield.
I can't believe somebody whiffed at it.
Yep, whiffed, and 2 things happened. He got to the edge. He got there before Bryce Bass could get there. There was a player being blocked, and you got to think in there somewhere, don't hit the quarterback out of bounds, enters into your thinking as a defender because he's right there on the side.
You can't be aggressive and hit somebody along the sidelines anymore these days. Oh, that just kills you.
It's a 70-yard run by Mestamaker.
And it's a good design. Hey, you make everybody go left, and he's going to go right. No one's expecting him to run with the football. Look at that.
Here is Ngumo for the point after, and it's good. And just like that, it's a 2-point game again, 30-28. All 3 timeouts for North Texas. So now the chess game begins. If you're Eric Morris and company, are you onside kicking, or are you going to play defense and spend your timeouts?
Well, we can see they only take a couple plays. They can get back in the end zone, so they don't need much time. We'll see. Again, the momentum shifts from sideline to sideline, back and forth this whole game. Just when somebody feels like that they've got the momentum and have the edge on winning this game, the other team takes it from them.
Mentioned earlier North Texas propensity for short scoring drives. There was another one, only 31 seconds in duration, but I don't think that's the way that drew it up necessarily.
No, I think they were wanting to get a first down out of it, but no one wanted to tackle.
And I do think Ford's going to line this up. Now he's got it standing upright. I thought he lined it up on its side, which says onside kick. We'll see. Kicking it away left to right. Both Sparks and I think Torrance Burgess are deep. It will be kicked deep. It could be returned, but it's going to land about 3 yards deep in the end zone. Texas State will have it on the touchback of the 25 with 1:49 to play. Well, you said it a minute ago.
Well,
the maturity of this team.
We'll see.
Whatever's happened, we're going to see right here. And Lincoln Perry got free for 73 and a touchdown. Well, now you got to do it again.
I'm a big believer in body language, and I'm going to say something maybe Bobcat fans won't like, but Bobcats walk out, North Texas run out. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Cats will go two tight ends, one hand down left or right, one wing left. Snap back, Perry bounces right, has a seam, 35, breaks a tackle near midfield. Lincoln Perry trying to put this team on his back.
Lincoln Perry.
He's got 23 and a first down and a timeout for North Texas.
How about that first down play, huh?
Absolutely.
Texas, number 1, 30 seconds in length.
Big for a couple of reasons. One, it gets you away from your end of the field. It gets the first down and it forces North Texas to take a timeout.
Yeah.
Which means somewhere in the next 3 plays, they're going to be out, and there's going to be 40 seconds go away. So technically right now there's 1:02 left in this game if you want to start counting 40 seconds away.
Good block by Lockett and Scott to block the 5 technique down and kick out with the tight end coming on a slice block. Again, they didn't do the pull GT, the guard tackle pull. They went right at the bodies, man on man.
Cats will go 2 receivers. Same set here. Jaden Williams wide right, Chris Dawn Jr. wide left. We got a tight end hand down right. We got a tight end wing left. Motion in the backfield, Perry. Nothing middle, bounces left this time. Puts his head down and gets to the 49 on the North Texas side of midfield.
Timeout, North Texas.
Yep, comes your second timeout for the Mean Green. That'll leave them with 1.
North Texas taking timeout number 2. 30 seconds in length. Clock operator, please put 1:37 on the game clock.
Glancing back through my notes here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bobcats only 1 possession tonight where they have not crossed midfield.
Interesting. Well, you look at the total statistics offensively. Texas State 508 offense, 492 for North Texas. Both of them are doing it in the air. 390 for North Texas, 307 for Texas State. Where the difference is those 2 big runs, 201 yards on the ground. That's the difference.
Second down for the Bobcats. First down right here. In the next 2 plays, sews it up. Receiver, same set. 1 to either side, man in motion again as Williams. Snap back, Perry to the middle, jumps, cut right, spins his way down. Into the 48 maybe.
North Texas has taken their final timeout, 30 seconds in length. Please put 1:32 on the game clock.
What do you think? Didn't quite get enough on that second down.
Thank you.
Play. It would have been nice if it was 3rd and short, therefore maybe now you're 3rd and
6.
yeah, that's a long looking 6 too.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 5. Man, it's more than that.
Yeah.
3rd and almost 6. North Texas out of timeouts, a minute 32 to play. Cats, if they don't pick up the first down here, got to figure the play will end somewhere around a minute, 26 maybe, depending upon what it is. And from there, it rolls at 40 seconds. So that's going to run you down into the 40s before they have to punt it away, if in fact that's what they have to do. So.